built anew. Spirit lingers torn in two. Metal fingers grip my heart so cold. Fossil fuels to slavery, political duplicity. Every great commodity's been sold. Slave to the new black gold. There's a heartbeat under my skin. Search my electric soul for the hidden man within. Your secret science conquers nature's cruel laws, but inside your wires lie a million mortal flaws. Electric sleep, my dream inside my honeycomb. I stay alive inside my hive of skin and chrome. Broken body built anew. Spirit lingers torn in two. Metal fingers grip my heart so cold. Fossil fuels to slavery, political duplicity. Every great commodity's been sold. Slave to the new black gold. There's a heartbeat under my skin. Search my electric soul for the hidden man within. Slave to the new black gold. There's a heartbeat under my skin. Search my electric soul for the hidden man within. Body built anew. Spirit lingers torn in two. Metal fingers grip my heart so cold. Slave to the new black gold. There's a heartbeat under my skin. Search my electric soul for the hidden man within. Slave to the new black gold. There's a heartbeat under my skin. Search my electric soul for the hidden man within. Slave to the new black gold. There's a heartbeat under my skin. Search my electric soul for the hidden man within. Slave to the new black gold. There's a heartbeat under my skin. Search my electric soul for the hidden man within. By the sand and the sea, under the clear blue skies of the north, I got 1,000 hungry zombies for company, and there's so much here.
Hello everybody, and welcome back for this week's Random Championship Series NexVerse Tournament. Today, I'm your host, Captain Cardone, and joining me is Maybe Buzz.
Hello, how are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm good. It's been such an exciting weekend for HOTS, so I'm so excited for this tournament to start and to see all the games that are going to happen today.
Yeah, I'm excited to be back. I've been out for a little while. My computer decided that it didn't need a processing cooler,
Oh,
so it just
well,
kind of stopped working. So I'm excited to be back and playing again. This is going to be awesome.
awesome. Yeah, there's 18 teams today, I believe, so a lot of teams. So there's
Yeah,
going to be a lot of games that we're going to get a chance to watch.
I sure hope so. I sure hope so. And I haven't really been playing in a while. I played a bunch this last week to get caught up on everything. I'm so
Hmm.
excited to see some of like what people are doing with the new heroes in a at least semi-professional setting, not just quick match or hero league.
Right.
Because I really hope there's some cool Lenara plays or something, you know.
I
So
mean, she's still, a lot of people still are complaining about her movement and that it's really hindering to her for her to playing competitive for that. And then also that she just doesn't have the damage that you want from an assassin. I mean, she's got a really interesting kit. The slows are really
hmm
interesting and the vision that you can get with her. And even the ult, if you want like a hard engage ult with, she can get in
right.
there, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see if we see any Lunara today, or if it's going to be kind of the standard meta, what we're going to expect to see.
Right. I hope we see some, but you're right. A lot of people, the poison is, it's a weird build. It's a really cool trait or talent, or yeah, trait. And her talents build into it fairly well, but there's just not a lot you can do with it. A lot of the times you're just hitting people, and then you leave because they're hitting you back and you don't have any health. And then you're just kind of hoping, you're just staring at the top of your screen like, do they die? Do they die?
You're
Do they
hoping.
die? No? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Never mind.
She is fun. I mean, I have a blast playing her in QMs
Oh,
for
yes.
sure.
Yeah, me too.
I giggle like a little girl as I prance around. I mean, it hits that spot for me. But
It is
yeah,
pretty prancy.
and the slow and the poison is really good. If you have a lot of focus on your team and you catch someone, you can guarantee they don't get away. You have that
Yes.
ability. And so, she's interesting, but it's also she's not meta and everyone pretty much sticks to the meta for the most part.
Yeah, well, a lot of heroes that they've been releasing are heroes that are very good in one-on-one fights, but also have stuff to add to team fights. But that makes you when you look at her kit and you go, okay, well, what does she bring to the table? Well, she doesn't. It doesn't feel like she brings anything really. I think it'll be interesting because it feels to me like they're gonna bring a bunch more characters like that, where yeah, in a one-on-one, you're probably not gonna win.
Hmm.
You need to not be there. You don't have a high health pool, or maybe your kit doesn't work for that. But as far as guaranteeing kills, I put a couple of stacks of poison on somebody when they're low, running back, trying to heal up. I'm probably gonna kill them with that.
Definitely. Yeah.
But a lot of heals go straight through her poison, so that can be an issue. And
Hmm.
it looks like we are into our draft. As
Oh,
soon as I remember my
awesome.
button combinations. There they are. It's been a while. Sorry. So we're into our draft for our first match. It's RFS versus Grassroots Clarity. And so far, they're just drafting out the map they want to play on. Garden of Terror, Haunted Mines, and Battlefield of Eternity are gone right away. No big surprises there.
Nope, not at all. Everyone hates Garden of Terror. You almost never see it.
I think now it gets more hate than Haunted Mines does,
Right.
which is surprising because
I mean,
everybody hated Haunted Mines.
I mean, they don't even want to put it back in the rotation. That's how much everybody
Uh,
hates
I
it.
I I don't like that so much. I want it back. Like I hate that we can't play on it. I
Hmm.
prefer to have a huge map pool. Like give us 20 maps that are all in the rotation and just like what you get is what you get. Go. At least
I
for a
mean,
quick
yeah,
match.
I don't mind Haunted Mine so much. We also see Towers of Doom and Blackheart's Bay getting eliminated.
Yeah, I'm hoping we see a Towers of Doom game. Just because I haven't seen one played at this level yet. I've played a
Hmm.
couple of them myself, but quick match, that's not really high level play usually.
Right.
So we'll see.
I mean, there's some issues with it. It can snowball pretty quickly.
Yes.
It also isn't as exciting of a map sometimes because everyone's kind of just doing their own thing, getting getting the objectives when they come up. There isn't a lot of team fights per se in lane, so it's not as exciting, I think, as some of the other maps can be.
Yep. Yeah, I totally agree with you there. I think the biggest issue is you never feel like your core is getting destroyed until you're
Hmm.
below 10. And then you're
Right.
like, "Oh, we're losing. Guys.
Panic.
Guys, we're losing." And by then it's just too late. Like
Hmm.
there's no way you're going to win everything there on out.
Right. There's also I also feel that camps are always misplayed in that game in that map. It's really
Yes.
hard to because you don't really just have them want to have a march down lane. It's not the same as siege giants and bruisers. You
Right.
really want to escort them in so that they can do the maximum amount of damage to those
Yep.
forts.
So we're
Or
down to our final two maps. It looks like we're down to Tomb of the Spider Queen and Infernal Shrines, and Grassroots Clarity gets to pick. So we'll see what they choose.
looks like it's gonna be Tomb of the Spider
Yep,
Queen.
sure does. So this is, of course, being a very small map. A lot of people will go for very aggressive builds. Anything that gains stacks of anything from healing orbs or kills on minions, people are going to pick those up right away because those characters excel at this map.
Asmodan also a very popular hero
Yes.
on this map, and
Mate,
Zagara as well. She's
oh,
just
Vision.
top tier
Holy
anyway.
crap.
But
The vision she
having
grants.
those creep on those egg sacs and knowing when the other team is there really lets you have an advantage.
Yeah, it sure does. I mean, like you said, she's top tier anyway. Her
Right.
kit, like, honestly, when you look at it, you're like, it doesn't really do a whole lot. But when you play it, holy crap, man, it is amazing.
So the first ban here going to Grassroots Clarity, and they're going to ban Murden. And of course, the second band going with Tyrande. We're going to see that basically all night, I would assume, is those Tyrande Murden, those stun
Stun
bans.
bans.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's huge right now. Everyone is banning out anything with a stun. If it's got a
Yep.
stun, it's going away.
Yes.
Which I can't blame them. I hate getting stunned. I understand where they're coming from. But sometimes, I don't know. I feel like sometimes people will just ban them out because they don't know what else to ban out.
Right. Murden also is such a good tank. He's a
Oh,
quality
yeah.
tank. He's big front line. His kit is really good. He can go both ways with his heroic talent, depending on the match. So, we're gonna see a lot. But Grassroots Clarity with their first pick are gonna take Diablo,
That's
who
kind of a
also
surprise.
he's been getting played a lot lately. That lightning breath just does so much damage, and the fact that you can't really do anything about it, you just have to either eat it and it does so much damage, or get out of it. Really makes him really powerful in that front line.
Yeah, I agree with that. And his trait and the talents he gets into his trait make him super beefy.
Yes.
You get a half decent healer, and he's not going down for a long time.
RFS picking up Kael'thas. Good pick, always solid.
Mm-hmm. Sure
You know,
is.
in those fights when everyone's trying to turn in and there's the poking, you have the chain bomb. You can do a little poking. You can also box out with your Phoenix and give your team the opportunity to turn in.
Yep, and there's that Zagara pick we were talking about. Extremely powerful here. So good.
Definitely. I
Just
love Zagara. I play her a lot.
yeah, she is my highest leveled hero.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she's one of the first ones I picked up, and I've just played her ever since, like through buffs and debuffs, buffs and nerfs. She's been great. I love her.
And definitely getting played more now.
Oh
Also, I
yes.
think that the versatility of Maul, just how you can use it in so many different situations. You can interrupt someone else's heroic. You really can, save, box out with it. You can cut someone off. You can body block with it.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot really good heroic.
It's actually really funny. A couple of games ago, I body blocked a Leoric into his own entomb
Oh,
because he forgot to
nice.
shut it off with Sagara, and I was like, I don't know what you're doing, but you can stay there for a minute.
Sure.
So Grassroots Clarity has picked up Raynor and Uther, both solid picks. Uther's of course one of the best support in the game, and Raynor on this map, if he picks up Seasoned Marksman at level 1, he's going to get his stacks very fast.
Yes, and then Diablo and Uther also have really good synergy. Usually you'll see the Diablo Tyrande, that's kind of been the meta thing. But
Yep,
Uther really accomplishes the same thing. Once you get that flip in, if you get that stun, it can guarantee a kill.
it sure can. Meanwhile, RFS has banned out Jaina. They don't want the enemy to have a a mage there, and apparently don't want it for themselves either.
Yeah, I mean they have a lot of damage, and if they thought, I mean, they could probably get ETC if they wanted to run it like that. Who do you think they are going to pick to tank?
Well, they're
Just
kind of out. They down to Leoric, ETC. Um, I mean, what else are we talking about? Unless they go a double bruiser frontline,
yeah, they could go like a Tyrael.
Tyrael, Sonya, something like that.
Hmm.
That would work. And on this map, that works fine because they're both capable of living through quite a bit with their maneuverability and healing that they get. So I don't know. If they're going double bruisers, they don't have to pick it up right now. They're better off picking up a support because grassroots can't ban anyone out and likely isn't going to pick up a bruiser with the
Right.
comp they have so far. But maybe we'll see an Arthas. They don't really have, other than gravity laps, they don't really have any roots or stuns or anything.
Yep, they
So
do. Could see a throw. Oh, see, there's
there's ETC.
ETC.
He is a
What?
solid pick.
And he's really gained in popularity lately. People have been playing him a lot more. Oh, and then the Malfurion is who they're going to pick to support.
Yep,
Um,
another
but
solid
yeah,
pick.
ETC, since they reworked him a little bit, he's slowly been really growing in popularity. And he has, I mean, Mosh, a good time Mosh is great. And we actually saw in the Heroes Rising tournament, Stage Guy got taken. So we'll see tonight
Maybe somebody's feeling
if
gutsy.
yeah, if someone's feeling gutsy.
Hey, you know what? I love it when people can pick a heroic that isn't picked very often and
Right.
use it to amazing effect. It's
Hmm.
just watching them do it is awesome.
You're like, oh, this could either go really well or really terribly. So yeah, it's
Because when
definitely
you see
fun.
them pick it, you panic a little, right? You're like, no,
Right. Oh,
why would you
definitely.
do that? Why?
Yeah. It
And
goes
then they
against
use
everything that you
it.
feel is right.
Yeah, exactly. It just feels so wrong. And then they use it and they do great. And it's like, oh, okay, all right, never mind.
Mhm.
You good. You know what you're doing. Turns out.
But on the other hand of that, Mosh is so good, especially with Kael'thas and even with Zagara. If you can get, a whole roll of Banelings in there, you're gonna do a significant amount of damage. So, and the map is so small, I'd be surprised if we saw a stage dive, to be honest. But
You don't
here's to
really need
hoping,
it.
I guess. Yeah. Grassroots clearly taking up their last two picks. They're gonna pick Nazebo and Falstead.
Falstad kind of surprised me. There's a bunch of other characters that I think I would prefer over him, but if they have a player that is just a great Falstad player, then they're totally fine. He's one of those characters that if you have someone that's good with him, he's a god. But if you have someone that's only okay with him, he's going to be outshined by everyone else.
Right.
And then,
So and Nazebo pretty common on this map especially. She does really well,
oh
or he
yes,
does. Sorry, does really well in lane. And you have to counter that Zagara a little bit. Make sure that you're farming XP as much as the other team is. And then we do see that RFS's last pick is going to be Thrall. So like you said, going for that little bit extra bit of CC to round out the team.
yeah. I mean, now they have just about everyone can stop people from moving. Now they have a Kael'thas with gravity laps. Zagara's got her Maw, of course. ETC has a stun, or yeah, he's got a stun, right? A pushback and
Hmm.
Mosh Pit. Malfurion has roots, which if you hit them consistently, you're going to be fine. And Thrall's got his wolves too. So yeah, I mean, their team is full of ways to stop you from chasing them or stop you from running away.
Definitely.
And I think that's going to help them a lot. It's not a team comp that you see normally and you think, "Oh yeah, that'll work."
Mhm.
But when you think about it, I think it will work out all right for that team there.
Yeah, and then also Malfurion also has some problems with the single target burst healing, and so Grassroots could, really get some kills there if they work off the stuns and Diablo flips in, because Raynor can eat someone down quickly, and Falset has that slow too. So I think it's going to be a really interesting game. Teams are going to have to make mistakes. Comp wise, it's looks pretty even to me.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that I'm like, "Whoa, this comp is way better than that one."
Right.
Um, I think at first, the first couple of picks probably were that case,
Hmm.
but after that, they've pretty much evened out, I think. So as soon as we can get into the game, we will be starting that up. I'm really excited. You have no idea.
Good. It's
I missed
fun.
like 4 weeks of this. I'm so happy to be back.
You're ready.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm just like, come on, let's go. I wanna talk about stuff. Let's go. But of course they have to set up all the lobbies and everything, and then
Right.
get us in. So I'm just being impatient.
And so, just a little bit of fun information, I guess. So this is RFS's first game back this season, and they were the season 1 champs last
Oh
time.
yeah, they were. I had forgotten
Yeah.
about that. I'm glad you mentioned
Yeah.
that.
Well, I'm not going to take the credit. Inverum in chat said it, but
Oh,
I just
okay.
figured
Of course he's in chat.
But I just figured that I would
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks for reminding us. It helps us.
Yes, yeah. I mean, we can't remember everything.
No.
We try. It doesn't always work out for us, but we try.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll see exactly how this goes. As soon as I get an invite, hint, 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 hint. I mean, you guys aren't going to hear this for like another 2.5 minutes, so giving you hints over this is not really going to help me out. But
It's like
I
smoke
could-
signals, not the most efficient
yeah,
form of
yeah.
communication.
10 hours later, oh, we were supposed to do the thing. Yeah, it's all right.
I'm hoping for the Falstead pirate skin. I'm not gonna lie. I love that
yes.
skin. Every time I say Falstead, I'm like, oh yeah, the pirate skin. It's that skin.
He's got a parrot. Like,
Yeah.
what more could you want?
Though the new Sylvanas skin, I also do like a lot.
Which one is that?
The Wintervale one. So
Oh,
it's Sugar
yes.
Plum Fairy Sylvanas. I do like the skins that they put
Yeah,
out.
honestly, I like Ranger General Sylvanas so much better.
That's your favorite?
Yeah, oh, easily. I don't know. I'm weird. But, that's alright. I have been looking at all the skins that they've come out with. There are a lot of really cool ones.
Definitely. I've spent a lot of money on that shop.
See,
I
I'm
can't
trying
lie.
very hard not to. Like, I stay
much
away from that
fun.
unless they're really cheap and I have extra money to spend and I absolutely have to have it. I just don't buy it.
A lot of people complain that HOTS is expensive as far as the skins and the heroes are concerned, but I don't think that at all.
Well, I mean, let's look at Artanis' skin, right? Purifier Artanis. $750 for a skin.
Yeah.
That seems a little overpriced. Like, yes, that is pretty much the only way they're getting any kind of income. So I
Right.
can understand why it's cost that much. But, like, for me especially, that doesn't seem... That's a cosmetic change isn't enough for me to want to spend $7.50. I could go on Steam and buy, like, 10 games for that. So...
I'm a costume girl, so
Yeah,
I
well,
like I
exactly.
will definitely
And
spend-
everybody has their own
when it-
opinion, and
when
it's
it goes
all
on
totally
sale,
fine.
When it's like $4.50 or $5, it's like it's really hard for me to say no.
I can understand that. I bought... What did I buy? I bought one skin. Crap, I'm not going to remember.
Just one. I have everything neat. I have Pajamather. I have Monkey Brightwing. I have... What other ones do I have? The only skin I want that I don't have is the Merc Labo skin.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. What did I buy? Now that's gonna bug me. I know I bought one. I'm on my Scrub account, so I can't even look to see like what heroes I normally play. Everyone's level 1. Thanks. This is not helping.
It's just so, because I'm on my character screen right now. You want to know who we haven't seen, and I don't know if we'll ever see, is Cho'Gall. We were talking about newer heroes and Lunara. So what about Cho'Gall? Do we think that we'll see a Cho'Gall tonight?
I don't know. I really like Cho'Gall. I think he's a lot of fun. If your person playing Cho isn't perfect though, holy crap, it hurts. It hurts a lot.
Right.
So that can be a huge issue. Which, because you lose 2 people, and anybody with Giant Killer just burns through his hit points. So.
All right. So hopefully this game starts soon so we can get into it.
Apparently they're trying to invite me, but it's not working.
Oh, interesting.
That seems odd. Oh, it's Percival. I've been in a bunch of his games. There it is. Okay, that was weird.
It was probably just you. Your computer didn't like it.
I probably screwed something up. I'm not gonna lie. It has been a while, so we'll just blame me and we'll move on. That's what all my friends do, so we can. It's okay here too. All right, so I think everybody's in.
Yes. We're all in. We're all ready. Hopefully.
Yep.
We're going to have RFS versus Grassroots Gaming for the first game of the night, Week 5. Right? Week 5. Season 2, Week 5.
Week 5 it is. Just a couple more. Just a couple more. Then we get to the big old grand finale tournament.
Oh. It's always so interesting to see what people have last played.
Yeah, what they were on last. There's your Sylvanas, by the way.
Yeah, see, doesn't she look really nice? She's like a punk rock Sugar Plum Fairy.
Oh, okay, so it turns out it wasn't my fault, just for clarification.
Oh, good.
It wasn't my fault, he was clicking on the wrong name. So,
oh.
I feel better.
That it's not you.
That it's not me.
You weren't holding us back.
Hey, you know what? Anytime I can be like, yes, it wasn't me, that is a win. So, I'm going to take it. I'll take it. I figured out the skin that I bought, by the way. It was Desert Queen Zagara.
I love that skin.
Oh, me too. It is absolutely awesome.
And you don't see it that often, really.
Yeah, which is surprising because it is an amazing skin.
It is the best Zagara skin.
Oh, yeah, agree.
Ooh, Country Rock ETC.
Yep.
Skin. I love me a flannel shirt, so.
I feel like I have to referee these guys.
I'm sure.
Not that they're being mean to each other, but
just to do it.
Just to do it.
That's a good plan.
Oh God. Are you watching them?
Yes.
So I told them I wanted a good clean fight, and they immediately like, so wait, can we use Clorox, or is that no? Like what? It's like, oh God.
What exactly are we using?
I don't know what's going on anymore. We lost control, guys. We lost control.
Loading in. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this.
Alrighty, so just to recap, RFS is going to be the blue team on the left. If their color scheme is right on these pages, because Blizzard has a habit of their color schemes being mixed up. And, wow, I've forgotten the other one. Holy crap, I'm so sorry.
Clarity.
Grassroots. I wanted to say green roots, but it didn't make any sense. But that makes a lot more sense. Grassroots Clarity will be on the right. They'll be the red team. Again, hopefully.
What an interesting name. I wonder how they came up with that name.
I don't know.
That's always what I wonder. I'm like, how did they come up with that name? I never know. All right, so for, let's see, RFS, we have, and they are in the blue trunks. It's going to be Sleepy Bear on Thrall, Novus on Kilphos, GSN Needham on Zagara, Ethics on Malfurion, and Percival on ETC.
And for Grassroots Clarity, we have Pro playing Uther, Stereophonic on Raynor, Starwind 774 on Dibbles there, Diablo, Dean on is that Jester? That's a Jester. Sweet. They have Jester Nazebo.
Harlequin Nazebo.
Yes, Harlequin, that's what they're calling it.
Yes.
And Estel, if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, sorry. Make easier names. Estel on Falstad down there.
So RFS just kind of sticking together. We're only really Estel's down the bottom soaking that lane. Trying to just do the level 1 thing. We'll see if they get anything from this power slide in.
I think they
wow,
did.
Uther going down. Yeah, really fast. The power slide just getting behind him. And the stun going out too from Sleepy Bear.
Yeah, that was very fast.
Yeah, so I think RFS is really good at rotating. We saw it there on Nazebo. They're just going to go back and forth between all the lanes and find people there by themselves and just secure those kills because they're moving as a ball.
Right, and we see
GSN
them do this all the time on this map.
Right. And it's the map for it because it is such a small map,
Right.
and the distance between the lanes is so short.
Yeah, they're trying to catch Stereophonic out, and they might do it. They're like, we'll take tower shots. It's fine.
Yeah, just the amount of CC they have, just opening with the gravity lapse, and then the entangling roots goes down. Sleepy Bear also can get the stun in, and Percival just kind of getting in the mix, body blocking, so that whoever they collapse on can't get out.
Right. It's a great tactic. They have used it to amazing effect. I mean, they have a bunch of kills already, and we're what, a minute and a half into the game. That's great.
And GSN Needham, you see all this creep down in this bottom lane and at the bottom turn in, so that he knows if anyone goes there, he can collapse, and it's just his job. You're going to see him all in his lane all game, basically, pushing and making sure that nobody turns in on whatever turn in he's closest to.
Right. And, I mean, he can count on his team, right? He's got 4 people up here that he can count on to take control of this top turn-in and make sure nobody's there. So if he can cover the bottom one, their team is set. They don't ever have to worry about Grassroots turning in.
Grassroots trying to respond to the rotate and just counter-rotate from where RFS is going. Everyone just soaking as much XP as they can, trying to stay even as well.
Yep, and they found out real early that if they don't roam as a group, they're going to just get picked off individually.
Definitely. Pro trying to go in, but he is able to get away.
Yeah, it looks like he wanted to turn in there, but RFS is just not going to let this happen.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like Needham might have some issues, but he's able to get away from that Harlequin there, so no problems.
Grassroots spreading out a little bit. We see Stereophonic's top, trying to soak up, get that last level so they don't fall too behind in XP.
Yeah, I mean, they're starting to get a lot of damage on these towers up top, though. That's going to give RFS a huge lead at the beginning. There's one. The other one's out of ammo, so it's not really doing anything for them.
But, they are just going to... RFS is going to keep pushing this top one because they have the advantage. It's a 4v2. Dean's coming up now, but Estel in the bottom lane having to just stay there against GSN Needham. Oh, and he's going to chase him. He's slowing it, but he's going to probably live because he does have the health regen on creep. So it is kind of hard to chase him down, even if you are on Falsehood and you have that slow, because he has the increased move speed on his creep.
That is true. The increased move speed in the regeneration, increased by 200%, is amazing for Zagara. It keeps her alive in situations that you would never guess that she would live through. And that is, it's so useful, and it's nice to be able to escape people that think they have you. Meanwhile, on the other team, though, they have 2 people taking Seasoned Marksman. So they're going to get a bunch of stacks of that on both Raynor and Falstad. And Raynor looks like he's going pure damage output. He's not going for survivability at all, which is fine. He's got a big old tank in the front, along with Uther.
The roots go down. It's able. Oh, Dean getting wrecked there.
Yeah, he just kind of got caught out. Diablo might be in trouble. He's getting body blocked.
Yeah, Percival with a huge body block there.
And
we
even...
see,
Go ahead.
No, Ethics has a really aggressive Malfurion talents as well. Getting knocked back a little bit there.
Yes,
able to get away.
You're right. He has not opted to go for pure heal. But then again, he's got a bunch of characters on his team that can heal themselves. Percival has a heal. Sleepy Bear, his abilities heal himself. Dean just went down again. Zagara heals on creep, so you're not really worried about her. The only person that's really taking any hits is KT.
Right.
This push, though, this is going to be huge for RFS.
Yeah, and as you said, Zagara able to heal herself, and GSN Needham actually took rapid incubation at 7-2, so more ability just to stay in his lane and really take care of himself and, make them rotate and respond to him.
Yeah, I mean, they have to deal with him. It's actually funny because when Sylvanas came out, for example, people just decided, well...
Oh, huge damage going on Stereophonic. Oh, but able to get away. GSM
yeah,
just hiding there.
He still has his heal, too, so I wasn't that concerned for him. But a bunch of other characters have come out that have the push potential that just outweighs Zagara's a lot.
Right.
But it's still Zagara is still the go-to push character.
Mm-hmm.
And it's I mean, other than Abathur, obviously, because over a course of a game, Abathur's going to get a lot more done. But it's quite entertaining to see how people reacted to people like Sylvanas coming out complaining, oh well, Zagara's not good anymore. Well, here she is, months later, still amazing.
Yeah, so RFS turning in right now at the top. They do have 2 levels, about to be 3 levels on Grassroots. Just really soaking up as much XP as they can, and then also getting kills. It's 6 kills to 0 right now. And so that does come in. They do have ultimate, so Grassroots probably not wanting to fight this. Getting knocked back.
Oh,
and then
Diablo is so
Darwin
low.
is taking so much damage, and he is going to go down. Yeah, the power slide going in and then just the knockback, it's a lot. And with the whole team there, it was all of RFS. He's just surrounded by them, and he couldn't get out back to his team. And, not really having that escape on Diablo.
That's true. I mean, there's not really a way to get out there, especially when he gets
Crow
body
getting
blocked.
caught. Yeah.
I mean, he's got such a huge hitbox that getting body blocked is a major problem for him. I like how RFS is just ignoring these spider queens. Just going down the web weavers.
They're so pushed far back that they can really just take their time going from starting at the top lane and going down. It won't even get really any hits on their gates in.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, Nazebo might be able to push the bottom one here. Dean might be able to push that up to get to the gates, which he's going to. But RFS is coming down to take care of that problem.
Yeah, we're going to see the gates fall here, but no damage on the actual fort is going to happen.
Nope, doesn't look like it. The tower is barely touched as well, so that's not really a problem. But Sleepy Bear up here is kind of by himself. His team is all bottom. Luckily, it was close to his wall, so he was able to get back before anything bad happened to him.
Right, so we'll see. Hopefully,
Oh,
Grassroots
Pro.
can get there.
Oh, Pro, no.
Trying so hard to get away, but he can't. Starwin coming in, getting rooted from the entangling roots. Backing out now.
I think
Nice
Sleepy Bear's
zombie
a
wall
little too
going
far.
down.
Yeah, it definitely saved Diablo there. But Thrall was pushing a little hard as well. And they're just going to go for boss.
Risky, but
I mean,
they do have the advantage. They have the momentum so far this game.
huge level lead, and they have
Right.
heroics, and the other team doesn't.
Looks like they are going to get it, stand in it, and cap it. The Gardelops goes out, but misses everybody. Huge maw.
3
on
people
almost
caught in that maw.
everybody.
And there's the mosh pit to follow it up.
Hyperion goes down, but doesn't do anything. Divine Shield going off on... Let's Darwin trying to get away. The Divine Shield helping him a little bit, but Percival just in front of him. He can't make it around it.
I don't think he's
Charging
getting out. Oh,
damage. The chain bomb, and then getting caught in the
man.
root. Wow, that root by Ethics just so that it guaranteeing the kill, can't get away, and almost everyone down. He did have Black Soul Stone, so he is back up, but really they are going to lose this keep, is what it looks like. Pushing with boss.
yeah, there's an apocalypse. Stuns 4 people.
And still taking a lot of damage from that Hydralisk.
Yeah, it's a muted now, so it's not gonna fall behind you as you run away. It flies right over terrain. It doesn't care.
Yep. And still using his gust to push them off the keep, but not enough to save it.
No, that was an excellent push by RFS. It really allowed them to get a major advantage here. Now the top lane, they're playing on defense the whole time.
And they do have enough, actually, to get this. Yep, here we see they do call their web weavers down, and they are going to push this, hope probably to take down these last 2 keeps.
Yeah, they have enough, and they still have a bunch more coins.
So Grassroots, what do they have to do here to stop this? They have to... I mean, they're down 3 levels. It's really hard fighting
Yes.
down that many levels. Not having level 13 talent is huge, because now Killfosses have chain bomb, so living bomb does spread, and if they get caught, that is going to do a lot of damage to them very quickly.
Oh, yes. Excuse me. Yes, it definitely will. They really need to catch 1 or 2 people out and just get rid of them, right? And then they can force a team fight somewhere. Unfortunately, they're so busy dealing with these web weavers that they're not going to have a chance to do that.
They do see this RFS pushing in the bottom lane. Just keep going down very quickly.
Yeah, I don't think this can be saved. That web weaver's still at 3/4 of its health.
As still using Gust to push them off. Apocalypse goes out. Sundering goes out. Oh, see, the Divine Shield used on himself, Pro does.
I mean,
Dean
he
trying
had
to get
to.
away. Pro still trying to get away. The sun goes off, trying to save himself, but he isn't able to get far enough. Ice block from Ethics.
I'm not really
goes
sure that
off
was
on
needed.
Dean. Oh, and then the stun from Sleepy Bear, and they're going to chase him, and they're going to take him down. The Tingling Root's going down as well.
Diablo going down right there as well.
Phoenix
There's
getting put on the core. Seraphonic, the only one really up. Estel trying to do something. Seraphonic behind him. The Gust goes out, but everybody
It's
is
not
so
enough.
big maw on Seraphonic, and it looks like RFS is going to take down the core at 25%. Estel getting caught in the Gravity Labs.
just not enough there. Not enough at all to keep that core from going down. Yeah, RFS got off to a very early lead there. Very aggressive playstyle, roaming, having all that CC, the roots and the stuns and the gravity laps. Like it was all designed to say, hey, look, we're here. These are our lanes. Get out of here. And that's exactly what they were able to do.
Yeah, we saw a few, a few team fights. There was a huge maul that went out up there by the boss. That huge maul after RFS got the boss, just like nail in the coffin almost from that point. It was really hard for Grassroots to do anything but play really defensively. And just the level lead. It's hard to come back from a 3-level difference. It really, really is. You're just not getting the talents. You're down a talent basically the whole game, and it's really hard to come back from that.
Yeah, especially when they hit 10 and you're only at 7. Like there was a very long time between when RFS hit 10 and when Grassroots hit 10. Too long. They were able to get a boss in that time. They were able to team fight and kill Grassroots two or three times to make their lead even bigger. They got web weavers, I think, twice during that. Like that hurts. You have to play extremely defensively and very smartly. You got to use everything you have at your disposal to just pick off one person, and then you have a more even fight. 4v5 is still hard even with 3 levels.
Definitely. Great game, though. Really fun to watch. Good job to RFS and Grassroots Clarity.
Yeah, definitely entertaining. That's for sure. Both teams did great. But RFS is going to move on, and Grassroots is probably going to go play for fun for a little while, I imagine.
So we're going to see who we can jump on with now.
Yep, I posted in the chat, but it doesn't seem like anyone is ready, which makes sense. We got into a game that was ready very quickly, so that's not too bad. So we'll just take a short break, and you guys listen to some music, and we'll be back as soon as we have another match for you.
To enjoy. Got my weighted hammer and a bludgeon and skulls. They go splat like a big juicy peach. Dead bodies everywhere, such a treat for the gulls on the red brown sand of the beach. Slice the guts into spaghetti with electrical machetes. Give them barbed wire cuts in the legs. Smash the bones like glass, make them choke on toxic gas. Crack the heads right open like eggs. And you might call us sadistic, but I think we're altruistic. But I'm out of the misery. So if you're in a pickle, grab your cleaver and your sickle and come euthanize with me. raised with my brothers three. As a boy I learned through a burning world that nothing ever comes for free. As soon as I could hold a gun now, I was out on the killing fields, fighting in the war to save my home from a foe that will never yield. But we won't stop because we're brothers in blood now. We'll meet again now at the end of the line. Try not to think.
Hey there, everybody. We're back. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked. We're back, and I forgot to unmute Maybe Buzz. Sorry about that. There you
That's
are.
okay.
So we're back. We have Harmony and THC. We missed the draft of the map, but as you can see, it's going to be Dragonshire. And they've already done their first bans, Kael'thas and Tyrande, both kind of obvious picks. And another first pick warrior. Two first pick warriors.
Yeah, from both teams. And both, solid choices for Warriors. Probably they know what they want to do with their comp, and that's probably one of the big pieces to it.
Yeah, and they, you pick if you really need that warrior with a stun or CC, or in Diablo's case, the ability to move somebody. You have to pick it up right away. You can't take a chance of
Not having
somebody
it.
else, the other team picking that up for any reason. So I can understand that.
Raynor getting picked from Harmony also.
Yeah, he's a good skirmisher hero. So it makes sense on this map for him to pick him. He's able to stay alive, because of his heals, and he's also able to do quite a bit of damage to the enemy team. So it makes sense to say, hey, we need him for that.
And we see Thrall getting picked up by THC. Thrall and Uther, they picked their second and third. Thrall getting played a lot lately. He went through, again, this happens. Heroes go in and out of popularity.
Right.
But we see Thrall getting picked up here, and then also Uther. So
Yeah.
two, CC there.
And Thrall's Chain Lightning build is really popular right now, which is really what has brought everything back to him, I think. Just because they messed with a couple of his talents, so his ability to heal himself and deal damage has gone way up.
All right, so second ban's happening now, and we see Harmony is going to ban Jaina. So no mages in this game, really. Nobody
Yeah.
wanting to deal with those big AoE dealing squishy mages.
I guess not. I mean, to each their own, I guess. But this is going to be a very slow death game, I guess.
All right. Let's see. And with Dragonshire is such an interesting map. You really, for the beginning of the game, there's different ways you can go about it. You can try and hold one, or you can go for both and really pick up that dragon. But the first dragon is also, not that important. So it'll be interesting to see how both teams.
Well, yeah,
work this.
you're right, as long as somebody gets it early, right? If the first
Right.
dragon doesn't happen until 20 minutes in,
Then
it's
a big
really
dragon.
important.
You are right.
Yeah, so it's all about the timing. But if you let one go, in the first 5 minutes, 4 minutes, whatever, it's not a big deal. It's going to do some damage, of course, but you're able to mitigate that quite easily. So in that sense, yeah, you're 100% correct. It's easy to just kind of give one up if you know that later on you're going to be able to team fight or skirmish way better. So it can be a worthwhile loss.
So we see the second ban for THC was Zagara. Good choice, like you said, top tier
Oh, yeah.
hero. Vision is big on this map, and the fact that she can hold one of those by herself, because Hydralisk can do so much damage 1v1 to somebody else. Probably good to ban her. Harmony gonna pick up Karazim as their support who also is great on this map. You know, those really aggressive supports on this map when you're contesting the objective. If it's a 2v2, if it's a, you know, a 3v3, that ability to have that support who does a lot of damage, can get in the front line, is really in the mix, and does a lot of constant healing, can really, you know, be favorable on this map.
Oh yeah, definitely. I agree with you. He now one of the issues he's going to have is if he's skirmishing with somebody like Raynor, if you know if he's in the melee and fighting, if Raynor's taking hits, he's not really healing him. He's going to be too far away to really do anything about it. But for the most part, it's a great pick. And Karzim is a strong hero. He's got a little bit weird of a playstyle, but he does just fine.
Mm-hmm. So rounding out THC is going to be Sylvanas and Falstead. So, you know, the mobility with Falstead is huge. You can get across the map really quickly. It really helps for, you know, those fast caps if you can get someone, if you can get, you know, one of the shrines, and then you can have Falstead fly to the other one if it's empty, and cap it. You can really get some quick dragons there. And then Sylvanas, we're gonna see her in lane, pushing lane, hoping to pull people away from objectives in order to respond to her.
Yep, and there's a double warrior comp from them with a Joanna out in front as well. I mean, they have two very strong damage heroes with Raynor and Vala, and Karzim's going to be able to keep Joanna and Diablo alive through all of this. So that could be a very interesting pick.
Mm-hmm. And you're also having that ability to, you know, have a warrior still while one is in the dragon if you do pick up.
Right.
It's kind of nice not having to. Then you can have the dragon push a different lane, and you can still have 4 people, you know, doing a counter push. Because if your tank is in there, then you don't have that, and you really kind of have to stay with the dragon then and use it as tank.
Yeah, yep, you're exactly right. It'll be interesting to see what they do with it. But let's see if we are ready for the match. There it goes. That is the wrong button. Me. Thanks. I opened up battle.net the application instead of.
Yeah, there's a lot of. It gets confusing. There's a
Yep.
lot of things on the bottom of the bar that need to be clicked on.
Well,
Yeah, I
I
understand
also
that.
opened up the HOTS match instead of the analyst page, so there you go. You guys can look at my Asmodan for a minute. Took me a second to realize that I had it wrong, but you know, you win some, you lose some.
Good old nipple rings.
Yep, yep. I just like those get caught on something. He's in a world of hurt.
Yeah, definitely. That is the downside of the nipple ring, I
Yeah.
guess. And he has
Yep.
big ones too.
I know, like
Big rings. They
and
get caught on a lot
they're
of things.
pretty far in there. Like he's losing part of his chest if that comes off. So
Can't wear sweaters because they get caught.
Oh god. Okay. All right, we're done. Moving on.
Imagine Asmodan in a Christmas sweater. Man, he'd be the life of the party.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's how that works. We're gonna move on to Muradin's beard because it is a glorious beard. You are killing me. Oh man,
Then I will invite you. There you
that'd
go.
be awesome. Thanks.
There we go.
I love getting invited to things.
That's what I'm here for.
Um,
So THC, the team higher consciousness.
is that what that stands for?
Well, it sound. I mean,
I just
don't
assumed
wanna-
they were talking about, you know.
I mean, it could, based on their name, it could still be that.
Yeah,
Just
that's
a
true.
clever play
Yeah.
on words. Play on initials.
Well, play on words maybe.
Yeah.
Clever is, you might be pushing that a little.
Hey, I like that. I like easy humor like that.
Yeah.
Puns. I love a good pun. Give
Puns
me
are
a
great.
pun any day. They are my
That
favorite.
is-
Yeah. Team higher consciousness.
They're
and their
asking,
little symbol is a pyramid.
they're asking us if everything's.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. Oh god, I love in-game chat. I'm just gonna let everyone know that in-game chat is the best place to be because they'll ask questions but not put like question marks or periods or anything, so you don't know if it was a question or not. And eventually somebody just says, you know what, just pretend there are question marks after everything he just said because nobody really knows what's going on.
And then I always am in the wrong chat thing. I'm always in Whisper. I can't ever remember to hit tab, and like whenever
I've
I'm
done that
playing,
quite a few times.
I'm notorious for whispering people directions, and they're not even in my game, and I'm like,
Yep.
wait, no,
I
don't go
didn't mean
box.
it. I'm
It's too
sorry.
risky. I didn't mean that. Yeah, they're like, what? Why don't we go box?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Alrighty. So, hopefully, again, if everything works out, on the red side, or on the blue side rather, we're gonna have THC,
Yes.
and on the red side, we're gonna have Harmony.
On this
Oh, I hit
Dragonshire,
the wrong
on
button.
this fine day of the dragons. So I will, on Team Higher Consciousness THC, we have, let's see here, Schnazzy on Falstead, Justing on Murden, Buds on Thrall, I saw that,
That was cute.
Insider on Sylvanas, and Learner on Uther.
So do you think Lerner's name is really just an elaborate ruse?
Why?
Well, you know, they're gonna be like, "Oh, he's just a learner. He'll be easy to kill," and then he's like, "No, I'm great. It'll be awesome." Look, I'm weird. Just ignore me. Alrighty, on the other side, on Harmony's side, we have Vern on Karzim, and he is riding an awesome mount. Eshlian on
Eshlin.
okay on Diablo. Echo on Joanna there. Vala is being played by a Tricky Death. Okay, and Raynor is being played by Starburst. Stop moving. Starburst. There's no T on that, apparently.
AF. We'll
Yeah.
call it.
Yeah, I know.
So THC rotating look to be aggressive here.
Yeah, this is actually kind of surprising. Normally, like I've seen in historically, people have taken Sylvanas, put her in a lane with 3 people, and just been like, "Let's go destroy everything." They don't seem to be doing that, which to each their own. But I wonder if this will work out better for them than that other style of gameplay with her.
Right, maybe just trying to get as much damage as they can on these gates before going down. They do have the disable with Sylvanas. And they are going to want to, it looks like they want to capture this moon shrine and just keep it, and it will be theirs. And that's what you usually see. You see them guarantee themselves one shrine and then push whatever lane they have.
Right.
And with Sylvanas, it's, maybe it's the right thing to do because you can get as farther pushing those than you can. Thrall, though, going down up top as he tried to defend that Sun Shrine from Harmony.
Yeah, he almost took down Vala there. She was pretty low when we moved the camera up to look at her. Falstad's flying up. I was kind of hoping Vala didn't see him. He could have been a little sneaky and gotten that shrine there.
Yep. Vern, oh, we do see Harmony coming in, looking into these bushes, trying to wait for Schnazzy to be lured into a false sense of security, but he is going to barrel out.
Yeah, smart
See
play on
Bugs
his
coming up
part.
as well. Yeah, not giving himself enough room to get out and escape, not getting caught up there. We do see, let's see, THE is leaving that bottom shrine, but Starburst is so pushed back that he probably doesn't even realize that they're not down there, really.
Yeah, I mean, if he's paying attention to his map, he knows, but honestly, it doesn't really matter. He's got to stop that push from getting out there, so...
Ashland coming out. We see the stun go down, but nothing really being able to get off of it. Vern low.
Yeah, it
but
was
we
a good
see-
play by
no.
him.
Yep. Starburst grabbing that bottom moon shrine, and now THC gonna have to make sure that Harmony cannot grab this dragon.
Yep, and they're going to do it. They're about to get both of them back, so if they can push off Joanna there, they're going to be able to pick up the shrine.
Bud's at about health, backs out of that sunshine, doesn't want to get caught from the rotate from Harmony as they do bring 3 people up. And we're just seeing this trading off of the shrines. Pretty normal. If somebody dies or they leave the middle open and the other team can grab it, then we'll see the dragon getting picked up. But everyone rotating a lot. Bud's getting flipped.
Vern is in a little bit of trouble, but he's got his jumps to help him out. That monk is a wily one.
Yeah, Ashland getting behind the gate. Justin's going to cap this top sun shrine while Starburst gets the bottom.
But Falstad's coming in here to see what's going on. And I'm not
Hammer
sure
goes
he can
out.
win this fight.
No, I think that Raynor just has too much damage, especially a single target. If you just let him
Right.
sit there and hit you and you stay in range with him, you're gonna lose that.
Yeah, I mean, he just doesn't have the health pool to fight that off.
Mm-hmm.
Sylvanas, meanwhile, is trying to push mid back out, but against a
Oh,
Johanna,
Tricky
that's
Death
really
taking
hard.
a lot of damage. Oh, Justin almost able to do enough damage to take Tricky Death down, but he does get behind the gate and to safety.
Yep. For a second there, I thought Justin and Echelon were just gonna walk past each other and just not do anything.
Bud's in a little bit of a sticky situation there. But look, we see that Insider was able to grab it because they only really had Echo at mid defending that dragon, and he is going to go down just surrounded by THC.
Right. It looks like he's going after walls. I mean, Thrall is way back, so it is a 4v4, but I feel like there are better targets than no XP walls.
Yeah, not really doing much with this dragon, playing a little bit defensively. We do see, though, that, they are split pushing. We see 3 people at mid, and
Right.
then...
Well, it's like we said earlier, early dragons not that strong. Pretty weak. Their hit points drop very fast, and if Insider gets stunned after Sylvanas comes out of
Snazzy
that...
flying down, able to catch Starburst. They're going to chase him down, being able to get that hit on him. And they are going to take him down. Harmony rotating down. Maybe they can turn this.
Yeah, well, they couldn't afford to leave the Dragon Knight go in mid either, so only 2 of them able to rotate doesn't really let them get a lot done. Echelon is heading top to try and get Thrall there, and I think he's going to get him.
Oh, he's trying to go to the root goes out, but he is. Oh, he's so close to that flame stomp. Not enough.
Wow, he is
Yeah,
low.
he's low. He was worried there as that flame stomp came in.
Yeah, I mean, if you put a couple of talents into that, the shotgun burst from Diablo can hurt quite a bit. Now, we do have the heroics on for one team here. Harmony's a little bit behind in their experience, but not too far. Not like last game. They're only about a level.
Yep, so we see Avatar for Murden, Mighty Gust from Falstead, Sundering from Thrall, Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas, and Divine Shield from Uther. Pretty standard. I think that we could have,
We probably could have guessed all those.
guessed all of that. Bad Momentum, Murden did take Bad Momentum at 7, so those cooldowns are reduced. Trying to get as many stuns in
Extra
as
stuns
they
are
can.
great.
Yep.
Echelon getting hit down here pretty hard. Not really able to
Speaking
get
of
away.
those stuns, right? Justin coming in, able to just get a little bit more damage on him with that stun.
Soon the shrines shall awake.
And so, yeah, we do see that THC just has more stuns. It looks like they're able to just... But, not a lot of kills happening either.
Right,
the stuns
yeah.
are going out, but there's really... It's 1 to 2 right now. Just a lot of damage, no real deaths. Both teams playing it safe, doing their best not to get caught and give a necessary XP. Oh,
Yeah,
this bottom
you're exactly right.
fort is gonna... Or middle fort, excuse me, is gonna go down.
Insider trying to help out that wave there. Learner able to just take it out right after Insider stops them all. So
The team splitting these shrines. Echelon comes in, flips Buds. Buds gets behind the gate, but he's still taking a lot of damage from Raynor. He's still in Raynor's range. The root goes out on Vern, but just really kind of trying to defend this gate and doesn't want to get in range because Starburst and Raynor will really do some damage if he lets them. And Tricky Death too. They do have those 2 heroes that can burst down really quickly.
oh yeah, definitely. It looks like though THC's just at the bottom. They're content to just push this lane, try and get these walls down real quick. Well, Harmony is collapsing on them. Uther's playing lookout duty, but I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. It's a 4v3 down here.
We see
Or
Learner
44.
Starburst getting caught as he rotates down and trying to flank, taking a ton of damage. Oh, how is he still alive? He's so
Well,
close. Justin chasing
Poison's going to
him.
get him.
The Divine Shield going out on Justin, able to save him as well.
The silence
Kind of
arrow
like
goes
it's
out
going
too.
out.
Hits a couple of targets. It's enough. And
Wow, my gosh, Snazzy micro jumping fast and then gusting everybody back just to finish damage.
That was an excellent play.
Echo trying to get away, but he's not going to be able to. And it
excellent
looks
play
like,
on his part.
Yeah,
They still have a Dragon Knight just sitting in mid.
they do, and it looks like they're not even gonna. They're gonna try and get these This keep is disabled, so they're going to try and get it down. It's about at half. Echelon's going up to go deal with Buds at that top fort, body blocking him so he can't get away, but he looks like he's going to. He's really low on mana.
Yeah, but that Dragon Knight's up now, and we're 9 minutes in. That thing is way stronger than the first one.
Yeah, and it does look... Harmony is about to hit 12, but they are 2 levels behind. THC has their level 13 talents. Falsehood picking up Giant Killer. Let's see what else here. Shrink Ray being taken by Uther.
Giant Killer, an excellent pick for them. Two tanks on the other team, and Rander's health pool isn't small either, so excellent pick. You're going to tear through the health pools there.
Right. Well, they're Harmony pushing off this dragon, making a stand here, trying to defend this fort. Oh, it's so close. Vern chasing down Shenazzy, but Shenazzy gusting, giving themselves time to get away and peel. That dragon with just a little bit of health on him.
Nope, not able to get it. He was too far away.
Oh yeah, Buns gets pushed back. Apocalypse goes out, range of vengeance, sundering. Oh, Echelon so low. Justin with the dragon is just going to...
Oh, but Paul...
The Divine Palm goes out and saves him, but it's not enough. Vern is going to go down and Tricky.
Echo's down as well.
Yeah, like
oh, Falstad! Falstad!
Being so aggressive.
Wow, that was ballsy.
Finishing off Echelon. Yeah, wow. He's taking a lot of damage, so they need to get that gate down so that he can get to freedom.
No, there's a heal.
Goes out.
He's fine.
Yeah.
Wow, that was ballsy. That was an impressive thought. Like the thought process there. Should I do it? Yeah. What's the worst that can happen? Harmony's down to 1 building.
Yeah, and THC has her level 16 talents. Harmony about to get 13, but really, yeah, they just have the 1 keep left.
And THC has all theirs.
Yeah, that last fight, not in a great position. The Sundering went out and really split the team. The Divine Shield, the Divine Palm was enough to save Diablo, but the trade-off was the rest of the team went down.
Well, and then Diablo died anyway.
Right, yeah.
I mean, they thought they had him safe. He was behind the wall. He fountained. He was just like, oh, I'm good. Nope. Falstad to the rescue. And by rescue, we mean murder.
THC going to use this interim time before the shrines reactivate to pick up these camps.
Yeah, I mean, they're just painting the whole map blue.
Yes.
Which is exactly what they need to do to keep pressure on Harmony. Don't let them out of their base. Just keep them in there. And you're pretty much guaranteed a win if you can do that.
Yeah, and just so they have all this pressure on, 2 lanes. It's going to be really hard for Harmony because they can't just they don't want to lose this last keep, and they also can't afford to let them grab the dragon. So they're in a really sticky situation. They can't afford to die. Any single one of them going down, and it even puts them more off balance in the team fights because they are 3 levels down.
Oh yeah, and those 3 levels include a major talent tier.
Yep.
16, a very powerful talent tier for most heroes. So yeah, it's really important that they win this Dragon Knight. They need it. And it looks like they're just going to fight in mid. They're hoping to kill Muradin here, and they might get him.
Oh, Apocalypse goes out.
But doesn't get anybody.
No. Ballot's going to go down first. The Gust goes out, pushing everyone back into the damage. They can't get
man.
away.
It's just the tanks up. Now it's just 1 tank up. Echo is going down. They're down for 30 seconds apiece.
Yeah, and this might be it. They have both those sieges going top and bottom, and
their camps are already pushing in. The middle tower and the core are trying to deal damage to them, but it's not going to be enough.
It's just so hard, those team fights when you're that many levels down. And down a talent, too. It's really hard.
Oh, yeah, especially when one of those talents is stone form.
Yeah, we do see the GGs going out, and it's going to be the end. THC is going to take this match from Harmony, and there are the snowmen to usher in the victory.
I love the new additions to the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
They add so much. Like, it's little. They're little, right? They're just little things. It's just cute and fun. But it's like, Thank you, because I just got my ass kicked this entire game, and it's kind of nice to see a bunch of snowmen pop up.
Wow, so it's 17 kills to 1 there. And, at the beginning of the game, it seemed so, like, even.
Yeah.
Both teams, it looked so close, and then really THC just pulled away there. Falstad being able to just fly over the map really helped them, was really able to, and those mighty gusts. There's three of those gusts that really were game changers. They just pushed the team. Harmony wasn't able to get away. As soon as they tried to disengage, Schnazzy would just fly over and push them right back into the damage.
Oh yeah, and they did a great job of ensuring. Falstad especially did a great job of guaranteeing kills. Anytime somebody got away, he was smart to jump right over, push them all back, and then get out before anything came to kill him. He pushed them all right into his teammates. Teammates just took him down, stunned him, whatever they needed to do, and that was it. And then that last play against the enemy Diablo, jumping behind enemy lines, those walls were not hurt at all when he made that jump.
Oh, yeah.
And he's getting hit by 3 towers and just taking hits, but he got the Diablo and he got out, and that's what counts. That's what matters.
Schnazzy unafraid on that Falstad.
Yeah, that was that man, his allies have to constantly be having anxiety attacks.
Yeah, I would. I was worried for him. I was like, oh, they better get that down.
I-
That gate, oh no.
I can't imagine his team not yelling at him when he does
Right.
stuff like that, right? They have to be, no, what are you doing? Stop. Nope. Oh, you're out? Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I guess that works. If you live, I guess I can't be mad. Yeah, so that's awesome. Absolutely love that from him. That was great.
All right,
And
so
it
I
looks
think
like
we're gonna. Oh,
we actually are going to have another game here in a second.
awesome.
There's a draft going on, but they don't know that we want
Are
them
out.
yet. So,
All right. Who is the draft?
um,
Let's see.
it's between Cynics and whatever we want to call 4 question marks in a row.
Oh man, just question marks.
Yeah, and I'm not. We have two. We have 2 people that have the Cynics tag on them, so I'm not entirely sure which one it is. So we'll get guys to grab them, and I'll show you guys the draft, and we'll get into this right away. So as you can see here, the map is going to be Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Again,
Yeah, well, a lot of people like that
yeah.
that map.
It's a fun map. It's an interesting map. There's a lot of team fights. There's a lot of objectives. It's a good balance of the both.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Hold on, I gotta jump over to this real quick. Okay, yeah. So they'll be going up against RFS or Crusader Gaming, whoever wins this one. So, neato. Let's see. We have the bans. The first ban's out. It is Uther and Malfurion being banned. Cynics has first pick, so let's see what they go with. We've seen a lot of first pick warrior heroes tonight, so it'll be interesting to see if that
but
continues.
the Tyrande, they let
There it
it
is.
go through. It didn't get banned. And I guess if they knew that they wanted it, take that Uther out so that they can't have the other very stun-heavy support.
Right, exactly. Smart move on their part. But followed up by a KT and Zagara pick. Again, Zagara, here she is, Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Yeah. And, just 2 top-tier heroes as well.
Yeah.
Tons of damage for both of them. And Maw. Maw is a huge game changer and so much versatility on that heroic.
Yep.
So we're going to see. Next 2 picks are for Cynics.
Yes, they are.
Maybe a Jaina?
I could see it. To counterbalance that.
Raynor also.
Yeah, Raynor, of course, is great on this map.
They could pick up the Diablo. Diablo, Tyrande, huge right now. Such a good combination between the 2 heroes. Want to make sure that we are going to get in this game.
I know, I'm
Let
trying.
them know. Let them know.
Like, JD, help. Yeah, there
Oh,
it is.
so
There's a Jaina
there's the
pick.
Jaina. We'll see Diablo here too. It's like I know. It's almost like I know what I'm talking about.
Almost.
Almost. Yeah, but they need a damage hero. Blizzard just takes up a whole lot of room. It basically takes up that whole inside egg turn in area. So able
That's
to just
true.
put it down. The stuns and both of her heroics are really good. It can go either way. Look, ooh, ETC is who we're gonna see. I guess that makes sense with the
I mean, you have a Jaina, ETC makes a lot of sense.
yeah, definitely. So
You can just mosh pit
Ring
them
of,
and then hey, here's a
Ring of
blizzard
Frost
and a
down.
cone of cold. Have fun.
Ring of Frost, you could go. I think you would go Ring of Frost in that situation. Just put all that, just throw all that damage down right on
Oh yeah.
whoever is mosh pitted.
Yep, totally agree.
We'll see. Second ban's about to happen. Oh, and the Diablo. I don't know if that was the best ban. They already
I
have ETC. Um,
Yeah, they don't really need another one. I could see them picking up another
yeah,
hero like
it did.
that, but
Yeah,
Taranda's not really a full healer either. So I feel like they could have banned out a support to hurt them more.
right.
Because
But then
you
it limits
typically
them too, because now they don't have Uther or Tyrande, and then if they ban another support, then their options are really limited.
that's true. That's true.
But they could pick another tank. If you have the two tanks, you don't have to have all the Tyrande heals because you have that big front line. But it is hard to solo support as Tyrande. You don't have a lot of heals on Tyrande. You have Shadowstalk, and then your Light of a Loon, but it's not up that often, and it's not the biggest heal either. So we'll see if what they end up doing here. The second band for Sinix, it's going to be Johanna, limiting those tanks. Three tanks banned now.
Yeah.
So, but the question marks are able to pick up Leoric, who is huge. Entomb is big. We're going to see probably Jaina ice block it if it goes out on her. But we've also been seeing a lot of really aggressive Jainas not taking as ice block, taking icy veins.
I mean,
But I would take
they're
ice
both
block
great
against
talents,
Entomb.
right?
Yeah,
Um,
but against Entomb, you would take ice block. You don't want to get caught in there.
oh yeah,
And
definitely.
it's such the counter to that, it getting caught in that if you're
Right.
Jaina.
Yep, I agree with you there. Nobody ever wants to be stuck in an entomb. You always want a way out of there. So
Right.
if Ice Block gives it to you, then Ice Block gives it to you.
But interesting, picking ETC into Zagara because Zagara can shut down that Mosh.
Yeah,
So questions are picking up. Are we gonna call them question?
I was gonna call him, huh?
Huh?
But you know,
Uh, uh, question marks picking up Thrall again. Seen a lot of Thrall today. Just that stun is a lot, or that root is a lot. And sundering also really does a lot in the team fight, separating the team. If you can separate the squishies from the tanks, you really have the opportunity to burst someone down.
yeah. Oh, definitely, definitely. But with I mean, Leoric's hard to kill just in general. He's got a lot of stuff that keeps him up, and Thrall's hard to kill too. So they kind of need another damage, unless their Tyrande player is awesome, which I have seen awesome Tyrande players, so I'm not doubting it at all. Um,
She's very meta right now.
there you go, Rainer.
Rainer Tyrande, just a great combo. Such a short. I mean, we're gonna see so much rotation in this map.
Oh yeah,
And so very much you could see ETC in a lane, Jaina in a lane, and just Tyrande and Raynor being those two heroes that go bounce up and down, back to and forth through every lane, really trying to get those kills, get people as they try to go in. You have the vision with Sentinel with Tyrande, so you're able to see when people are turning in. Yeah,
yeah, and
very aggressive.
you really need that. And since they don't have Zagara, is that Morales? I have yet to see her in a higher level play. I haven't really been able to watch a whole lot lately.
She's
Um,
been getting played a lot. A lot of kind of the new idea is that she really is a counter to a lot of those
uh,
stealth heroes. She can
so
take.
actually, that is supposed to be. They wanted a Sylvanas pick. They're in our chat saying that Heroes Draft messed up and it wouldn't let them pick Sylvanas. They were clicking on it and nothing was happening.
Interesting.
Yeah. So we might have to talk to the two team captains here and see
Okay, so it
if
says with the Heroes Draft era, both teams are asked to work out the error if they can, but if no agreement is able to reach, then the policy is to redraft. So let's see.
see
Four
what happens.
Qs. We're going to call them four Qs. Picking up Karazim. Beam Karazim to round out their team. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think
Sylvanas.
honestly, I thought Morales was on purpose. It kind of makes sense here. They have damage, and Tyrande, a lot of people like the damage build Tyrande, so it makes sense to, like, if they wanted a Morales to do full, total healing.
Right, put Healing Beam on ETC when he goes and admoshes,
Oh, yeah.
just so he doesn't lose any. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it
it's
made
not.
sense. I can understand Sylvanas there too, wanting her as well, especially on a small map like this. It's easy to rotate and put damage on towers and
Right.
get stuff done.
But you also wouldn't want to play Morales if you're like were a Sylvanas player. Like
Oh no, those
those
are two
are
totally
very
different
different
playstyles.
heroes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that does not work at all. There's no way you
Hmm.
could do it. Yeah, I agree with you there. If you're used to playing Sylvanas and then you're walking around with absolutely no movement with Morales, you're kind of in trouble. That's a hard it's a hard thing to get used to in a tournament game.
Okay, so let's make sure they know that they need to invite us because I don't think we have either of them.
No, I don't know either of these guys, but they seem cool. We're getting everything sorted out here, and we will be able to start in just a second. Meanwhile, you can look at our pretty faces. Okay, you can look at May's pretty face and my
Oh,
regular
oh,
face.
thanks. All right, so looking at these teams, what do you think? What are your thoughts? Both teams have the CCs. We'll see. I mean, whether they take Divine Palm or if they take Seven Side to Strike. What do you think that they're going to take?
Um, I think they're gonna go for Divine Palm.
I think that it's
Um,
probably needed.
it's
Yeah.
so good. Like, you're basically giving them a whole new health pool.
Right.
So,
If it triggers, yeah.
it's really powerful to say, hey, you're gonna die. Here's a whole new health pool,
Hmm.
and like it has its own strengths and weaknesses. A lot of people compared it to Rhaegar's full heal, right? So the difference
Right.
is Rhaegar can do it preemptively. Karazim, if you do it too early, it just doesn't work, and if you do
Hmm.
it too late, they're already dead,
Right.
and the other team can just stop attacking that person.
There is that. If you can hard swap and go to a different target
Yep,
and then leave them on low health, it's really easy just to come back, drop a blizzard or something
just pick
when
them
they
off.
it ends up and pick them off.
Yeah, I think they need it with the team that they have. KT doesn't really have any way to survive things if he gets hit. If ETC power slides through and is able to start pounding on KT or get them all in a in a mosh pit and Karzim's out, he's got it. He's got to put it on somebody.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really key for 4Qs to, shut down those mosh pits if they get everybody. Zagara and Kael'thas basically cannot both get caught. But Leoric could put down Entomb and kind of partition off the team. Thrall could Sunders. It's going to
Hmm.
be back and forth. Those fights are going to be really significant.
Oh yeah, they have ways of segregating the enemy team, saying, you know what, ETC, you're right here. We're just gonna, we'll make sure you can't move anywhere, or we'll push you off to the side so we can dive in to get Jaina, Tyrande, or Morales or Sylvanas, whoever they end up getting there. So especially with Karzim can be extremely offensive in that regard. If you can't see the enemy Karzim when you go for a team fight, odds are he's coming around the back to beat up your squishies.
Hmm.
And he's perfectly capable of doing that with the right build. So it will be an interesting one to see, that's for sure. I think the team captains are still sorting out the draft issue.
The Morales Sylvanas, yeah. How they want to go that,
Uh,
we'll see. And so it'll either go and they will get to play Sylvanas, or they will redraft, assuming what it's going to be.
Yeah, I doubt they're going to redraft. Typically, everyone on here is pretty cool. I've yet to run into a team that is stubborn at all, so I don't see that being a problem. They'll say, yeah, have Sylvanas, have fun.
And it happened. It happened today, or did it happen last night? Dunk Train actually during their draft.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it picked the wrong hero. I
Oh,
was like,
man.
wait, no, we don't want that. So it happens.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's just kind of the way the cookie crumbles at this point. And
Such is life.
yeah, exactly. Such is life. It is what it is.
I don't see a redraft. It looks like we're going to. Oh,
Yeah, looks like we're in the game, so
in
must not be
in this
redrafting.
game. So we'll see what happens. So Cynics versus 4Qs. That's who we have here. Week 5 of Season 2 NexVerse tournament.
So it looks like they are just going with Morales.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is kind of interesting. I guess
You
they
know,
decided they wanted it.
it's not so crazy to run like the 2 supports. And like I said, that healing beam on ETC can really keep him alive.
Oh, yes.
It's going to be huge.
Yep.
So we're good.
Gotcha.
Okay, yeah. I'm like one-handed typing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
There's just so many things, everything to keep up on. There's 3 chats and streams and music and that's okay though. That's what they pay us the big bucks for.
This
We're
game
getting
is
paychecks
about
after
to
this,
start.
right?
Yeah,
Like,
I think
that's-
so.
Yeah, yeah. Are we? JD,
We're getting paid in layers gum is what we get paid.
layers come.
Yeah.
Have you received any yet? Because I haven't.
I hear I have a box on the way.
Uh,
Trident layers.
okay, all right. Fair enough.
The
Oh, man.
master skin on Kalephos. I do like the master skin on Kalephos.
I do too. I think the colorations are better than his regular skins.
Yeah.
I think they did a good job with that.
Kalephos is always fabulous. That's always how I describe Kalephos. Is he's just fabulous.
Well, of course, he's got those lights constantly rotating around him.
Yep. Always
All
has
right.
to ride a fabulous mount.
And we are into the loading screen here. So as you can see, on the blue side, we have a Morales there, so that must be Cynics. And on the other side, their opponents, 4Qs, question marks.
4 Qs.
Is that what
Four
we've
Qs,
decided?
that's
Okay,
what we've
4
decided.
Qs. That's what we're going with. That's our story. We're sticking to it.
I take all my cues from Inverum. He seems to know what is going on. and
He
so
he does.
He says 4 Qs. So
He says 4
we'll go
Qs.
with
All right.
Qs. Yep.
He's he's in chat, just chatting away. So yeah, I just tried to right click and move. Oh my god! I was like, oh, the game started. I should move out there. I'm an idiot. Please do the blue team.
No, actually, no. So we were switched here. So it's they gave Cynics Sylvanas, and 4 Qs took Morales.
Oh,
Is that what's happening here?
I
Yes,
honestly,
that's what's happening.
I have
So
no idea.
for Cynics, it is Caleb Reese on ETC, Hedgie on Sylvanas, King on Raynor, Showtime on Jaina, and Zarumag on Tyrande.
Okay, and after that super confusing thing, I'm glad you caught that because we'd been calling
You're
it the wrong thing the
welcome.
whole time. Good work there. That's why we have co-casters. That's why there's 2 of us, because one isn't going to catch everything. So on 4 Qs, we have Blazin on KT, which is a surprisingly apt name. Lucid on the Skeletal King there. Shenmeister on that Morales. Nightmare on Thrall. And down in the bottom lane, we have a Stubborn Mule playing Sagara. Once again, we're seeing those rotations mid to top there, and it looks like they were waiting on the enemy team to show up so that they could set up a little ambush for them.
Yeah, we see both teams pretty heavy mid here. Lucid's gonna ghost walk around in a confusing manner. Hedgie kind of up top, just being very cautious, hiding in that mist so that no one can see him. Doesn't get caught from the gravity lapse or anything.
I didn't realize this, but Hedgie's using that skin you love.
Yeah, the Sugar Plum Sylvanas.
It is a cool skin.
She
Not
looks
gonna
like
argue
a
that.
punk rock Sylvanas. That's what I think of. 4Q's rotating up. Hedgie just not actually able to make any work in this top lane. Caleb Reese is going to power slide in. Nightmare taking a lot of damage, but the Schnenster has the healing beyond him. Oh, and in the meantime, Leoric is going to go down.
Yeah, he tried to Wraith Walk out of there, but he's just taking too much damage, and he's not level 4, so he can't even have Hardened Bones at this point, even if he wanted it. Just not enough hit points there to keep him up.
But no, he comes back so quickly. It's not so terrible.
Yeah, I mean, the only bad part is since the redo of the experience and all that stuff, they give out a little more experience at the beginning for kills, but not enough that it's a huge deal. It matters more than it used to, but still it doesn't matter that much.
Right, we see their Cynics able to hit 4 first, but 4Q is very quickly following it up.
Oh, yeah.
We see
Neck and
Morales
neck.
taking advance block at 4, so a little bit tankier. Shenmeister, thinking to play defensive there. And, really tanky, that extra talent. And if you take Spell Shield also...
Oh, yeah. I mean, she needs it, though.
Yes, definitely.
Without... excuse me.
Stubborn
Without
Mule
any other way to
getting-
stay up.
Oh, the
Stubborn
stun
Mule,
was
run!
on King. Wow, yeah. The Hunter's Mark going down. King able to just do lots of damage. Good rotation there.
Yeah, excellent. They caught her just a little too far out. All that creep. She doesn't have any behind the gate, so she's back to her slow speed there.
So both teams with their level 4 talents, Zafgar taking in Venom Sign, just have a little bit of extra range there. They said advanced block for Morales. Like you said, Hardened Bones for Leoric, Netherwind for Kael'thas, and then Venom being taken by Thrall.
That's an interesting pick, I think. You don't often see Thralls pick up in Venom. It kind of depends on the playstyle. A lot of people like it, but after the nerf it received a while back, a lot of people just don't pick it up anymore. But Sylvanas has also picked it up.
And Sylvanas, I believe, usually takes Envenom still, just because
There's not a lot there.
Really there's not a lot to take. So you still take it, and with Sylvanas, you can be so bursty at the front end if you put out everything all at once. That the Venom helps a little bit, and then if you can Haunting Wave, you can secure some kills one-on-one there. Power Slide goes off, stun going out on Blaze and the Hunter's Mark, and he's going to go down. Blizzard as well, doing some damage.
Yeah, also trying to put a little extra damage onto that Leoric as he's Wraith walking away, just to make him go Fountain, use up some of those resources from the enemy team.
Cynics is going to turn in here, and they are going to have enough.
Oh, Thrall.
Yeah, the Lunar Flare not getting the stun, but doesn't matter because the Hunter's Mark goes out, and all of that damage on him.
Yeah, I mean, the Lunar Flare, even if it misses, though, it's excellent at making opponents move where you want them to go. Because when somebody sees the Lunar Flare, they immediately go, nope, I'm going the other way.
Oh, Blazin taking damage, but able to get away, but spreading the disable to
Spreading that poison.
there, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of my favorite parts about Sylvanas is I don't even have to hit the buildings. I can hit
Right.
you, and you're going to spread it to them.
Right. Cynic's just following this top spider in, doing as much damage as they can. It is a 5v4 because Stubborn Mule is in the bottom lane, just trying to defend against that spider. Let's see here.
Yeah, the level lead, though, we're starting to see that the level lead's getting bigger. It's now almost a full level
Right.
ahead there, and that's going to be a problem for them.
Those 4 kills really coming into play.
Oh, yeah. They definitely are. Cigar's bottom trying to continue her soak, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to catch up.
No,
At least
but
not that easily.
they're close enough. They're not so far behind, and they didn't get actually any fourths from that. So not so terrible.
It's true, but they still have a
good
Sylvanas.
defense by 4Qs, yes.
Like
They
that's
still
the
do have
scary
that to deal
part.
with. see, the power slide goes out, the stun goes out on... Oh, is he able to go? It's so close! Lucid able to go away, trying to pick him off and finish him with that Sentinel, but not able to connect with it. And it looks like both teams kind of just looking to see this turn in right here. Lucid has 29, Shenmeister has 16, so a lot of gems there. And Cynics just don't want to let them turn in, not wanting to let them get those gems off of themselves.
Right.
So watching both these, we see King's in a lot of trouble. Gravity Lapse goes off and is able to finish him. Stubborn Mule and Blazin just collapsing on him right there in the 2v1.
So I gotta say, I'm very impressed with Shenmeister's ability to keep his mana up.
Yes.
Usually, medics have no mana. Like, they're walking around with nothing in the tank. And I have yet to see him down below half.
Yeah, he's just really judicious on his healing beam, not leaving it up for too long, just getting people out of the danger zone, really, and not putting it up too preemptively. A lot of times you'll see, like, even before the tank engages, that healing beam is up, and you're just eating mana there.
Yeah, exactly. And Shenmeister has done a great job of not dealing with that at all. Like, just completely negating the issues that medics typically have.
See, Stubborn Mule was able to turn in down at the bottom, so 4Qs do have 30 gems in the bank. But still, they have that 36 on Lucid that he really, he wants to turn in. It's so
yeah, you don't want to be holding
that on you.
that amount. By the time you get to like 15, you're starting to want to turn them in.
Showtime just not letting him get away.
But may not have an option here soon.
Oh, the power slide goes in on Caleb Reese, knocking back Nightmare. Nightmare taking tons of damage. Sundering goes out, and there's the Maw. Phoenix getting put down as well. Shadowstalk. There is...
KT gets hit by the Ring of Frost and
the Silence
a Blizzard.
goes out, and Lucid taking it. The Mosh Pit going out and just picking off Zagara, but everyone else having to back off. Wow.
I mean, that was a 3-for-nothing trade. That was excellent on their part.
Yep, and they picked up all those gems. They were able to take out Lucid, who had all those gems on him, so that kind of makes it so that 4Qs aren't able to turn it now. They don't have the gems for it. And Cynic may be able to with these gems. Oh, no, not even close. But they did pick up a lot of gems there. And, Nightmare really trying to save there during that lasting fight with the Sundering, but not enough.
Yeah, I mean, it does a lot. Sundering's a great talent, heroic ability. But that Phoenix, it's so close to being in the right place, but it's not.
Oh, well, Lucid taking damage up top. The Haunting Wave comes in. He tries to Spirit Walk away. Is he going to make it? He does.
Oh, that Owl just barely misses.
But
there it is.
Alba got with the Lunar Flare.
That's Tyranda's best ability, is just picking off people that are low. I have a buddy that plays Tyrande, and he is amazing at just throwing an owl from across the map and hitting somebody who's running away while they're low, and just
stopping
securing that kill.
Turn in something,
That and the range of Lunar Flare.
Yep, and
those things.
She did take the talent. She did take the Lunar Flare talent at 7, so that you do have the extra range on it.
It's extremely useful.
Yes, definitely. Cynic's able to get this top fort as well. They are going to back out now. Let's see. Stubborn Mule down at the bottom, pushing a little bit in that bottom lane, but having to back out now as the rest of Cynic rotates downwards. The Sentinel came across, so really not wanting to get caught.
Yeah, I mean, it's a scary place for Zagara being out of position. Like we said earlier, she's not that fast. She's all right on creep. She's slightly faster than most heroes on creep, but anyone with range is going to be able to stop her.
And there is a lot of creep down there, but Cynics is doing a good job of clearing it as well. We just saw, ETC coming in and doing that. We see a lot of those Haunting Waves as well, clearing that creep. And now the bottom turn-in is empty of it.
Yeah, and that's really going to help them.
Power slides in, stun goes off on Lucid, and they are able to quickly burn down that tank. And now 4Qs don't have a tank. Really going to be hard to defend against these web weavers that have come out for Cynics.
Yeah, Leoric has died 4 times so far. And while, yes, his job is kind of to take all the hits, it's not... I don't feel like it's helping the team when he gets stuck like this.
Oh, yeah, just
He was alive for all of 2 seconds, if that.
Really in a bad position there when he respawned. and Caleb is able to just power slide through him and and everyone else just putting down the damage. We see Hyperion going down now as well, pushing 4Qs off of that gate so that Cynics can just finish it off. Flame Strike going out, but not really hitting anybody.
Yeah, they really need a good team fight. They need a good couple of kills. They now have the 13 talents, so that'll help them a lot. They're on pretty much even playing field now. They have to get a good team fight and take back some of this victory, or some of this push here.
But, yeah. We see Shrink Rig getting picked up by Zarmag onto Ronda. Giant Killer by Raynor. Face Melt from ETC. All pretty standard.
All pretty standard.
Yeah, and I don't know, it's that the Shrink Rig is going to come in handy. They can do it on Thrall. They can, Thrall's pretty out front. If Leoric does, let's see here. If Leoric March or the Black Kings, they can do it for that as well, just because if he's chasing somebody down and doing a lot of damage, you can die to that. So just making sure that they have a lot of things to do with anyone who comes through and doing a lot of damage.
Right. ETC is kind of out there, but he mosh pits too, but gets moved immediately.
Out of it, yeah. The Blizzard and the Ring of Frost going down, the Maw going out.
This is what they needed, an excellent team fight.
Oh, Showtime taking so much damage and he's going to die. Hedgie able to get away and King. But you're right, yeah, that's what they needed there was that team fight where they come out on top, able to get a little bit of momentum for themselves. It looks like
they're going to go boss.
Wow, they're going to check boss. And they're going to start it. They do have some time.
They got 10 seconds before ETC is up, 15 before Tyrande. They're set.
Yeah, they are. It does look like they are going to get this. Hedgie going mid, trying to make something happen to counter this little boss a little bit, but they are about to grab it. Little low on mana, though, so you see Nightmare and Blazing going back.
Yeah.
But that just means you're going to be able to respond to Hedgie a little bit more, and he's not going to be able to do that much damage on that Keeve.
I mean, it's down pretty low, and things are still hitting it, which is nice, but you're right. It's not going to be enough to really turn any kind of tides. This boss, though, may be.
Lucid very out far, having to Ghost Walk away. That's their Spirit Walk away. And Shenmeister just topping him back up.
He's still, look at his mana.
Yeah,
I can't understand that.
Calibre's coming in and not doing that knockback so that they can't get the turn in. Slow happening. Oh, the stun going out on Nightmare. Zarmog just trying to make sure that he can put as much in there to stop them from getting those gems turned in. Lucid very far out, trying to box out. You see the Phoenix going down at 2.
They gotta stop Nightmare.
Space. Yep. He's gonna,
Not
and
happening.
they are, yeah, and 4Qs is gonna get the Web Weavers off.
Yep, and they pretty much just let boss do its thing there. They let the towers just kind of take it down in the building, which is a smart move, actually, because they can afford to lose this building.
They do, yeah. They definitely have more forts. And, Sylvanas is pretty good and proficient at taking those bosses out herself.
Oh, yes.
Especially on a tower. She can basically do it by herself. The rest of the team then able to kind of contest that turn-in, even though they weren't actually able to stop them.
No, but it slows them down. It means that they don't have to deal with Web Weavers and boss in the same go.
Yep. Both teams getting 16. Phoenix getting put down just to finish off this fort.
Yeah, Phoenix are, of course, a great zoning tool. Able to finish off buildings, but also keep enemies from coming in to try and save it.
Yeah. So 4Q's coming back a little bit here. The momentum on their side.
Oh, yes, definitely.
The bottom fort going down as well from that Web Weaver there. Both teams at this top lane. And it looks like 4Q's just content to keep pushing for as long as they can. Calibre's trying to make something happen. Stepping out. Lucid coming forward again.
Boy, King just does so much damage to Lucid. One shot just kills him.
Yeah, that giant killer. Phoenix
Huge
going down again
chunks
to
of his
create
health.
some space. Calibre's going through it. The rest of the team a little bit hesitant. He's taking a lot of damage in that Phoenix. Nightmare. Oh, the gravity lapse going down on Calibre's. Shadowstalk trying to save him to get him away, but it is not enough. He is going to go down. Stubborn Mule on the other side as well. Hyperion going down, doing a lot of damage. Lucid taking
Shenmeister
so much damage.
is in trouble.
Oh, Hedgie just following him, not letting him get away, and he is going to finish him off. And,
She needs to
Hedgie
run.
Oh, Nightmare taking damage, but Lucid too, looking like it's going to go down here. The Blizzard goes down. He does get out of it the other way, but not fast enough.
Yep. I mean, good fights on both sides. 4Q is able to catch up there and do a little bit of damage, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. With 4 people down, Cynics can clean up, and they have a Sylvanas. Sylvanas is just going to walk in here, tear down that fort, and leave.
Yeah, I think that's definitely what's going to happen here. Oh, Nightmare kind of presenting himself, saying, "Oh no, you can't just have this.
You don't get this, yeah,
for free." Yeah, showing his face, making sure that they know that he's still there and that they can't just walk up and have it.
Yep.
So Cynic's playing a little bit, maybe just conservatively here, getting this Bruiser camp, not willing to push it.
Right. Well, after
all back up.
After the last couple of team fights, it's probably a smart move to play a little more conservatively.
Right. Both teams at 18 is so super even. Brute Expansion taken by Zagara.
Oh, that is an amazing talent. I don't even know what the other talents on that tier are. I'm going to tell you.
It. That's what it is.
They're just like, no, I don't think anyone knows what the other talents on that tier are.
By Morales, let's see. Lyric's taking Imposing Presence, so trying to do a little bit to keep himself alive. Kael'thas taking Arcane Barrier, and Tempest Fury by Thrall, so just those more Wind Fury hits for more damage.
Right.
Let's see. We're taking Speed Metal on ETC, so increased movement speed for 2 seconds. Let's see what else we hear. Bullseye getting taken by Raynor, so that there is that stun that happens on his penetrating round. And Icy Barrier from Jaina, pretty standard. Wants to stay alive a little bit longer. And let's see, from Tyrande we do... Oh, Tyrande's taking True Shot Aura, so she will grant 15% extra basic attack damage to her nearby ally.
An excellent ability when you have a Raynor on your team.
Yes.
He does so much basic attack damage anyway, especially on this map with Seasoned Marksman. Man, that 15% extra is going to be huge. And it looks like there's a party bush happening here. But they don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah, they are staying away from it. Killibrice going in. Zalmog taking lots of damage. Tries to Shadow Stalk, but not able to get away with it. The Ring of Frost goes on as well. Oh, wow.
That was an excellent use of that heroic ability by Reese.
Yeah, he looked like he was taking a lot of damage there. And it was really scary, but that Mosh is able to get everyone cleaned up and killed. It looks like that Cynics is going to push the core here.
They have no reason not to.
Right, they have the
Who's
Web
going to
Weaver
stop
with
them?
They're low, though. It's a little scary. What's that? 60% is what the core is at. And it looks like Shenmeister, GGs are coming out. Shenmeister and Lucid can't really do anything about it. And Cynics is going to take the game against 4Qs. And there are the snowmen to announce the end of it. Wow, so it looked like 4Qs was coming back there. They have that huge turn on the team fight and that huge push in the top lane. But when Cynics came back and was able to, kill them all except for Nightmare, they were just able to keep that momentum that they had taken back and push for the win.
Yep, yeah, exactly. It did look good there for a minute, though. I thought for sure they were going to come back and just wipe the floor after those couple of team fights that they absolutely won. But not able to really get them enough to do what they needed to do. And unfortunately, that meant that they weren't able to win the game.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like they will move on to play RFS Gaming.
Awesome. That'll be a good match. Good job to both teams there. Good job to 4Q. Solid game. We really did. I mean, we thought they were going to come back. It looked so good, that top lane push. And they got that boss. It looked like they had everything going in their favor, but just... It's so that those mosh pits can really wreck your day if you let them.
Yeah. And I think we'll actually be able to cast RFS's game, the next one. So we'll be able to see both of these teams in action.
Again,
yeah. There's too much going on. So let me see if I can get a hold of their manager. He's a really cool guy. Have you talked to him yet? It's in Verum? Like he's been in chat all over the place. He's
All
actually
over.
RFS manager.
Oh
Man,
yeah.
he's making it so easy on us. Thank you. Just constantly keeping up, making sure that we have everything we need
Yes.
if we're talking about RFS. It's excellent. So we're probably just gonna get going here in just a minute or two. I think. Let's see what he says. Yeah, he's ready. So as
All
soon as
right.
both teams are ready, we will get going. And it looks like, let's show you guys the brackets here. It looks like Psystorm Gaming and Team Higher Conscience, THC,
Hi. Yeah. THC.
are in the semifinals as well.
Yes. So these are going to be our semifinal games.
So there's a last bit of the draft, or not draft. There's the last bit of the bracket for you to take a look. Team Cynics versus RFS. I'm being asked about song lyrics from songs I've been playing, and I don't know because I have it on random. So unless I get actual lyrics, I don't know.
Let's see. So it looks like there is a little bit of a problem. um so actually Team Nom won, that's not Psystorm
Oh,
Gaming. So we're gonna see it's gonna be Team Nom versus Team Higher Consciousness. So ha ha ha, nom nom noms and THC. I think that's funny, but that's just me. And then Cynics versus RFS, and that's going to be our semifinal matches. And those are still best of one. The finals will be best of three.
yep. So there's an updated bracket for you for everybody that wants to see at home. Thank you, Sweet Beeps, for fixing that one.
Thanks, Sweet Beeps. So yeah, so we're going to be joining RFS and Cynics. Is that what you said?
Yeah, their managers have said that they're good to go. They're trying to get the draft set up, and we'll be in just a second.
So it's gonna be an interesting game. RFS is so aggressive, and Cynics also, not a passive team. It'll be interesting to see who gets played. Interesting if Taronda will make it through to the actual draft again, or if RFS is going to be like, yeah, no, we don't want to play that against that, which is understandable.
Yeah, it definitely is. So we'll see here in just a second. Hopefully they'll send us the draft links momentarily. I'm excited to see what they draft this time. We know that both teams like to be aggressive, and both teams like smaller maps, and both teams like to roam. And so it'll be really interesting to see how they try and stop the other team from getting basically the same characters that they're going to want.
Right. We may not see a Thrall. I don't know if Thrall's been working out that well tonight.
Yeah, I'm not. Have we seen a Thrall win yet?
I don't know.
I'm not sure if
So
we
they
have.
are they are doing the map draft, and it looks like it is going to be Tomb of the Spider Queen again. Like you said, both teams liking this map. I mean, everyone really
Oh
liking
yeah,
this map, but we are going to see it again. It'll be interesting to see how these two teams duke it out against each other.
yep. We'll have that draft up in just a second.
Do you need it? I'll get it.
No, Heroes draft is just going really slow for me. There we go. All set.
All right, so it looks like Cynics is going to have the first ban, and they are going to ban Uther. And RFS doing the responsible thing and banning Taronda as well.
Yeah, I can argue with that. That's for
But
sure.
two supports taken off the board very quickly. Cynics is going to pick Kael'thas as their first pick. I mean, a lot of Kael'thas. We didn't see him for a long time. There was like a couple weeks there where just like nobody was playing Kael'thas. Everybody was playing Jaina. Jaina was better than Kael'thas. But all of a sudden, we're starting to see it's just really hard to play against him. Chain Bomb is so good, and same with Phoenix
Oh
and Gravity
yes.
Collapse. It's a CC, it's a spread, an AOE, huge AOE damage that comes out from Kael'thas.
Yeah, it definitely is.
All right, let's see here. So we have RFS taking their first two picks are going to be Zagara and Raynor.
Yeah. Again, Tomb of the Spider Queen. What else did we expect?
Mm-hmm. And Raynor isn't a flashy hero, and I think that's
Oh no.
sometimes why he gets overlooked. He's not flashy. His both of his heroic abilities are like not super fantastic. They don't. It's not Mosh Pit or Phoenix. It's not something that's like,
It's
oh man,
it's not typically game changing, but
right. He
uh,
can be. If you let Raynor
yes.
hit you, if you let him flank you, especially if you let him come in from the side and really, get into that back line, he's gonna eat your team whole if
Well,
you
and
if you let
we see
him.
that last game he was attacking Leoric. Like, you never attack the tank. Well, Raynor does because he eats through health pools.
Yep, and
No
once you get
problem.
Giant Killer,
The
it's
bigger you
no
are, the harder you
problem.
fall.
Exactly. Cynic is going to pick up their warrior here. They're going to pick Murden, so they are going to get that stun there. And, Murden, Avatar does really can get you out of some sticky situations, and Dwarf Toss as well. You can use it both offensively and defensively to escape, which is so important. Having that escape as the tank.
Oh yes, yes it is. Unfortunately, I have a bad habit of using it offensively.
Yeah, and then
Like,
not having it up.
yeah, and then getting yelled at by my buddies when
No, you have
I
to
can't
have
get
it
up.
up. You need to have it up so you can jump over a wall and get away. That's
Yep.
the best way to do it.
Yeah, it's surprising when a dwarf is able to, you know, get away from a whole team of other creatures. Never
Right.
understood that, but hey, more power to him.
I always like that it's a dwarf toss too, because I
I
thought you're
know.
not supposed to toss dwarfs.
Right.
Isn't that the rule?
Yeah, you never toss a dwarf.
Don't tell the elf. Thrall, though, see, again, we're going to see some more Thrall today. Just such a popular hero lately. And I think a lot of it, his ult's very good. Sundering really can do a lot in a team fight. Like I said, it separates the team from each other. It can mess people up out of their own heroics. So it's a great,
Oh
you
yeah.
have the stun as, or sorry, the root as well. So very
Yep.
solid kit on Thrall.
Yeah, and and like you said previously, it's funny because he he was way out of style for the longest time. Nobody
And they've
liked him.
nerfed him. I mean,
He
yeah,
was called Thrall the Weakness.
right. Yeah,
Like,
he was not. No one wanted to play him. I mean, because in alpha when the game first came out, he was OP. Thrall was
oh yeah,
super
he was
OP,
amazing.
and so they nerfed him, and he just nobody wanted to touch him. Nobody would touch him with a 10-foot pole, but we've seen him a lot lately. So is it the turnaround? I just
Well,
think it's the stun comp meta
right, the meta
is
right now
so stunning
really
that
helps him. Yeah,
yeah.
because he's the person that you put him out front to stop them from moving
Hmm.
until your stun characters can catch up.
Right.
Right? Because you're not really worried about him taking hits. He puts off one chain lightning and he's healed. He doesn't care. Um, so it's an interesting thing. Meanwhile, we do have the other two bans. We have a Sylvanas ban, which we've seen her use to pretty good effect all evening, and a Jaina ban, making sure that RFS can't get that mage.
Yeah, and just denying Cynics, the Sylvanas, I think maybe had something to do with it. We saw it work pretty well for them last game. Wailing Arrow, huge in those team fights, and then also the ability, not wanting another lane push hero to counter your Zagara. If you really want your Zagara in lane soaking and someone having to rotate down to her, you don't want that on the other team, because then it almost is negated. So
Yep, that's true. And that's an interesting pick, something we don't see very often. First one's Joanna, which we see a lot, but Tassadar.
he's also had his day in the sun recently, and he is really strong. The
Oh yeah,
force wall is huge.
Force Wall's
Um,
always been huge, and no one ever took it. I never understood that.
yeah.
It is probably my favorite heroic in the entire game
Hmm.
because
And on
it's
this
kind
map,
of trolly.
it is a little trolly. And on this map, especially, you can set barriers. You can say like, yeah, I don't want you to be able to escape from all of our
Right.
damage that's coming in, so I'm going to put it across this. It's in those little egg turn-ins. You can really stop people from going where you want.
Oh yeah.
Uh, and plus he does a decent amount of damage. Storm does some damage, and he does have the shields. He is able to be aggressive and be in their face and then get out again.
Yes.
Which is going to be important because Cynics took Karazim, and so they have a big front line there. They have Murden, they have Karazim, they have Thrall, and they're adding Falsehead to that as well.
Yeah, you're right. They have a big front line. I mean, it's a bunch of people that are just going to stay alive forever.
Right.
Karzim, of course, heals himself. Thrall heals himself. Mirrodin's passive heal is amazing. Plus, Stoneform is arguably the best talent in the game.
And we've seen how well that gust has worked out all night.
Oh,
Just
yes.
being able, those little micro jumps, those micro flight, and then pushing everyone back into the damage, and pushing them back into Kael'thas, pushing them back into Thrall. It's a lot
Yep.
into those all
Into
that damage
stuns
that
and
they
roots
have.
and a
Yep.
gravity lapse with a couple chain bombs thrown in. Yeah, it's a world of pain.
And RFS is going to pick up another support. They're going to pick up Malfurion, which is, great combo Malfurion and Tassadar. You have that
Yep.
those AoE heals from Malfurion, you have the hots from Malfurion, and then you have those big shields from Tassadar. So it's going to take a little bit of work for Cynics to get through whoever they're trying to kill with those two healers for RFS Gaming.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And the part that I love about this mix, I think the best part is that Malfurion's a heal over time, so a lot of people don't like him because it's not right now. You're
Right.
getting a little bit
It's
right now, and then you get some later as you go on. And Tassadar can ensure that you're not taking damage while you're gaining that health back.
right, and because it's Malfurion's kind of fallen out of the meta a little bit just because it's such a burst stun comp right now, and he does have cleanse, but you just really it's hard to keep someone alive through that burst damage that can come out if you have Malfurion as your support. But those Tassadar shields really pick up the slack and make up the difference where Malfurion can't heal. So it's going to be hard. That first target that they jump on is going to be hard to guarantee a kill on it because they have so much healing behind, and it's going to be a lot of sustain. RFS looks like they have a lot of sustain this
Oh yeah.
game.
Yeah, they don't really have a very aggressive team here. Yeah, Raynor's can be an aggressive character, but with the team comp they have, it looks very defensive, which we haven't seen from them tonight yet. They have been all over just taking the fight to the enemy. So I hope this works out for them. We'll see. It'll be interesting to watch, if nothing else.
Yes.
But, I mean, this could go back to maybe they knew that the other team was going to try and pick up a bunch of heroes that they wanted and decided, you know what, we're just going to play a different style this game. We're not going to get these heroes because they're very aggressive too. If they get first pick, we're kind of out of luck. So they just said, we'll play some defensive characters and they just won't ever kill us.
Yep. It's going to be a good match between these two teams, RFS and Cynics, two strong teams for sure, here in the semifinals. Can't wait for them to start waiting patiently.
It
With
doesn't sound like you're waiting
anticipation.
patiently.
I'm not a very patient person. I want it now. Now, please.
We're getting in. Percival has just invited me, and he also sent something to me. Oh, all right. No, we're good. Let me get you in.
All right.
There you go.
I guess I could have just joined it, but
Probably. That's okay, though. Well, yep, I just did it. I didn't hit tab.
yeah,
Trying to-
we are ready.
Trying to talk in the in the lobby
yeah.
chat, and instead I was whispering people.
Oh, yeah, it happens all the time. That's the.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, I'm the worst about that. It happens, but
Yeah, it's kind of frustrating actually,
it
but
is.
is what it is.
All right.
I love that Joanna skin.
Do you?
I'm a big history buff, so Centurion Joanna is like one of the best skins for me in this game. It's great.
Fun fact: I took 4 years of Latin in high school.
Did you?
Yeah, because I also am a big Roman history
Yeah.
buff.
Congrats, you know a language that nobody
No one
speaks.
speaks, yeah, dead language. But it was really cool.
I took a bunch of ancient Greek, so
Oh,
I
so
can't.
that would be neat though too.
I can't blame you. The difference
Yeah.
is like people still speak Greek today, and it's pretty much the same thing. They just decided that the vowels, it doesn't really matter what sounds they make now. It used to be like really rigid, and now it's just like, there's a vowel there, just make it a word. So that's the only real difference. We're waiting for one more. Looks like Reese. We're waiting for Reese to ready up, and then we're good to go.
So, looking here, just as we're at this almost ready screen, we'll call it, we have Hammy, so GS Needham, who is now Hammy, on Zagara, which he was on in the first game that we watched today as well. So maybe a little bit of that's his favorite, and great on it, so it makes sense.
Oh yeah,
Put him
He
on
did a great
that
job.
hero. Yep. Let's see, Percival tanking, pretty standard. And
Yeah.
Sleepy Bear on Raynor.
Yeah, we're not really seeing a whole lot of surprises here.
Yeah.
With who's playing whom. So we have Percival on Joanna, like she said. Hammy, I guess. I'm sorry, dude. On Zagara. Novus is playing Tassadar. Sleepy Bear's on Raynor. He was playing Vala earlier, so that makes sense. And Ethics on Malfurion.
Yep, pretty ethics on that healer. In that master skin. And for the red team in the red corner, we have Caleb Reese on Murden, Zarumag on Karazim, Showtime on Falstead, Hedgie on Kael'thas, and King on Thrall.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting match, that is for sure.
Yes. Very excited for this Falstead. Loving the Falstead lately. I love that. Those jumps and the gusts. And
Oh, yeah. The
it's
false
such
set
a
plays have been great.
fight changing. When that happens in every team fight, it's just automatically like, oh, you start to freak out because things are about to go happen and go down.
They're about to go what? What was that?
Things are about to happen and go down. Yeah.
Alrighty, so pretty standard opening. Everyone rushes to the middle, pretends like they're gonna team fight. and then
Percival
runs
taking
away.
a lot of damage, getting lifted. Oh, but able to use his passive and get away.
I mean, that's what it's for.
yeah, it
Just
was
to
scary
bail
there
on
for a minute,
situations like
though.
that.
We were worried about him. I was worried about him.
Yep. Raynor getting caught out, constantly unable to move here. But his healing, between his healing and Malfurion's healing, he should be alright. Once again, we have Needham going bottom just to push this lane out, creeping up stuff, making sure they can see this turn in here.
Yeah, and you see Cynics coming all the way down just to say, we're down here, you can't just push this lane by yourself.
Right. Well, this time they have Falstad up top. We saw it in a previous game. The team put Falstad at the bottom just to stop Zagara. Cynics has decided, no, we'll put him at the top to deal with this roam.
Yeah, and also
let's
just
let
to soak.
Zagara go.
He's
Yep.
able to get around really fast, so if there's ever a problem and they're getting collapsed on, he can always fly down quickly. So just utilizing that. We see
Yep.
both teams just really roaming around from lane to lane, picking up those globes. Caleb Reese in the mix right now taking some damage.
Cynics,
But
I will
RFS
say... Go ahead.
No, just RFS not really wanting to engage there.
Yeah, there's not really a reason to yet. They don't have a team comp that really lets them do that at this early in the game. But Cynics has been doing a great job of making sure that the creep is not spread out. Zagara can't see anything going on in that turn-in. So when
Right.
they come down, she's out of luck. She can't tell if they're collapsing on her or not.
Both teams pretty even there on XP.
Yeah, it's not bad at all yet. First real team fight will show us who's going to get ahead. Percival's trying to take down this keep, or not keep, this tower rather. This looks like it's going to work out for him.
Yeah, so let's look at talents here a little bit. We have a little bit of a lull. Percival taking Knight takes Pawn at 1, and then Laws of Hope at 4, and Venom Spines by Hammy for the extra range on his basic attacks. Leeching Plasma getting taken by Novus on Tassadar just so that they get that little bit of basic attack damage healing as well. focused attack taken by Sleepy Bear, and a Loon's Grace. We see the same build here so far for Ethics, taking that Moon Burn to do more damage to the minions, and then also taking the increased range so that he can. They've been engaging a lot with that Entangling Roots, so just having the extra range to catch people out, especially for people like Falstead who can get away pretty quickly. Hammy not being able to really push this lane down there. Cynic's being really proficient at just coming down, like you said, clearing the creeps so that he doesn't know when they're coming, and him having to play more passively in order to keep himself alive.
Yeah, if you get caught out as Zagara, you're in trouble. Now, Muradin just now took his level 4 talent, and good timing too, because this team fight just got rid of Sleepy Bear, and Percival looks like he's next.
He's able to Iron Skin and get away, get behind that gate. But having to tap on the fountain.
Yeah, he kind of needs it. The experience, though, is still pretty even. That kill didn't really gain them enough to put them over RFS.
Right. But, you know, teams of similar skill caliber, you know, we're not gonna see anything so crazy around the beginning. Both teams, you know, playing cautious, being respectful of the other team, not wanting to give them any easy kills or any easy experience.
Right, yeah, and that's where a lot of quick match games go wrong, and that's something that you can really account for here. Needham just dodged that hammer from Reese there.
Yeah, he did.
Great dodge, just able to really tell when he was going to throw it out, and just, nope, I'm not going that way anymore. Sorry.
Yeah, because there's a lot. If he would have gotten hit with that storm ball, it would have been
all over.
In a bad situation for him. Yeah, with Hedgie and Zaramog there. It looks like Cynic is going to be able to get the first turn in for these web weavers.
No,
Oh no, I'm wrong.
That is RFS. They were turning in top. They only needed 3 more. I wasn't sure if they were going to get it or not.
Novus able to get out. The Entangling Roots going down on Zaramag, taking some damage there. Percival using Iron Skin to not take so much damage from that Living Bomb.
Yeah, they really need their sustained damage from Zagara here to guarantee any kills, but it's still too early for Zagara to not be pushing a lane.
Right. And we see Cynics just starting at the top. They're going to get this Web Weaver down and then move down. We may see them try and flank here as well. Nope, they're just going to go in from behind their fort. Reese getting in there.
Yeah, he's trying to make something happen, but there's not a lot he can do. That Web Weaver isn't even, well, just now below half health.
Taking so much damage and is blinded. Has to Dwarf Toss away. Zarmog's going to dash out as well. Like, he'll be so low, you know, and Kirism has to be hitting things to heal.
Pretty much. He's got one other healing talent, but if he doesn't spec into it, it doesn't do a whole lot. He did pick up the level 7 talent for it.
Yes.
Which I believe is the one that makes it go off twice.
Yep. It's a second time for 50% as much. We see Rapid Incubation getting taken by Hammy. Conviction being taken by Percival. And let's see. Calls number. So Plasma Shield build from Novus, hoping to just give as much support as he can there with those huge shields. They do stack indefinitely now, so he can have those shields on all the time. Caleb Reese and Percival kind of duking it out, tank v tank there at that turn in. It's like the bottom fort is going to go down for Cynics, though, and RFS going to get their heroic talents first. They are a full level ahead right now. King getting the root on Hammy, but he's able to get away.
Yeah, not really a lot came from that root there. A stun on KT into
and then
a
the root. Tons of damage. And the
I think he's in trouble.
Out of it. Yeah, the Maw going out as well, just to catch Showtime. He tries to barrel roll away, but he can't make it. And it's going to force Cynics to back off and give up this fort. The Hyperion goes down and just does so much damage.
That extra damage to buildings is fantastic. And the zoning of basically the whole enemy team, you never want to get hit by that. It's not. It maybe isn't going to hit you consistently, but at this point, it's going to do damage.
Looks like RFS going to take this boss that's at 50%.
Yeah, they don't have a reason not to. They have a couple of low cooldown abilities heroics that is, that they know are going to be up before anyone can start another team fight. So, yeah, of course, take that and then go back into the game with your heroics up and start a team fight, and you're going to keep staying ahead.
Right, Cynic having to respond and go stop that boss. The top lane, the first fort is down, so they really have to go stop it before it can get through to their keep. In the meantime, they do have the web weavers down, so they do have like a little bit of pressure off themselves.
Right.
RFS can't really push that boss because they do have to defend against those web weavers.
Have you looked at RFS's health pools? Because there's a lot of white in those blue health pools.
Yeah, it's those shields.
There's a shield on everybody right now.
Yeah, huge. Those shields are huge, especially, and they never leave.
Yeah.
So just as long as they have these, lulls where you can get those shields back up on everybody, they go in kind of on top in the team fights.
Yeah, I mean, they start off with more health than the other team can possibly have.
Yep. Cynic's getting their ults now as well. Let's see. So Avatar, Seven-Sided Strike being taken by Zarmag, Mighty Gust, Phoenix, and Sundering.
Yeah, nothing really surprising there. I mean, Karzim, of course, no matter what, can pretty much go either way.
King getting caught, but the Tangling Roots not being able to get him. Sundering goes out now. Hammy in a bad spot. The Force Wall goes out. He does put down the Maw. The Gust to push everybody away. Percival trying to get away, taking a lot of damage. The
But a
Blind
shield.
goes out as well. Oh, wow. And King trying to get away. Everyone from Cynics is trying to run away.
When did Karzim die? I missed it.
Right before that.
And
wow.
KT goes down as well.
Yeah, just not able to get away fast enough from Sleepy Bear, who just chased down on Raynor.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great. He's got a great chase ability. That shot of his just does so much damage.
Yeah, and Cynic's actually doing like a decent amount of damage in those team fights, but just not able to guarantee the kills. Percival getting very low, but able to get away. And like you said, those shields going in, they have to burn through those shields before they can start doing damage on anybody, which is, just that little bit extra that they need to stay alive. And Cynic's not able to do enough damage to get through, really secure kill on anybody.
Right. I mean, they have two preemptive support characters here.
Right.
The Tassadar shields, of course, now that they stay forever, are completely preemptive. And the healing from Ethics...
Oh, wow. Oh, no!
Oh, he is so low.
So
He's got a
low.
sliver.
Good away, though. Yeah, so low. We saw the Blessed Shield go out, and was that initial engage to start that. Just do so much damage. Cynic's trying to defend against this. The Force Wall goes out to stop them from actually getting to them. And they're going to finish off this Web Weaver as it gets to the core.
Yeah, the bottom Web Weaver is still up, though, at about half health. It's probably going to get at least one tower, maybe two, especially since the team is coming down to help it out.
King trying to throw some damage down. Caleb Reese taking damage as well. Phoenix goes down. The Force Wall Dwarf toss over to get away, but just avoiding this Phoenix and not really doing that much damage, and not enough to save the keep from going down.
Yeah, this started off as a really even fight, and right now they're down to... We've seen this scenario before tonight. One building, the other team has all of theirs.
Right. So it's 3 levels right now. Let's see. RFS grabbing these Bruiser Camp.
Yeah, it really lets them put pressure on this middle lane. The other team has to come... Cynics has to come and deal with that now.
See Ice Block being taken again by Ethics. Double-barreled again from Raynor just to have that second charge on penetrating ground. Precision being taken by Tassadar, so Dimensional Shift automatically activates when he's below 53% health.
Yeah, Prescience is amazing.
Right. And they do get their level 16 talents now, too, before Cynic is able to get their 13.
Yeah, this is a sweet spot, right? All you need is a 4-level lead, and you can have 2 talent tiers, and usually by now... There's a chance of you having that, and it's great. They should push. They should force a fight here. Doesn't look like they're going to.
Yeah, Force Wall got used, and nobody got caught with it. I think they were probably looking to just isolate one person and make the kill there.
It is only a 12-second cooldown, though.
Right, and they are going to turn in. They do have enough, to turn in Caleb Reese with 38 coins right now, so trying to get away. They wanted to turn in there as well, but couldn't. Let's see. And they have to play so defensive. They're down 3 levels. They finally did get their level 13 talents. So Falsa taking Giant Killer and Chain Bomb being taken by Kael'thas. But it's just so hard, having to play defensively and on their keeps. They really can't afford to die at all. Force Well goes down and Sundering.
Needham is in a bad spot.
Yeah, the Maul goes down. Hammy taking tons of damage. The Root goes down as well. Caleb Reese low. King at top trying to get through to everyone. But those shields, the shields
and the heal are just... Wow, they have turned this fight around. King is running for the hills, but Sleepy Bear's right on him.
He might...
Where is he going?
He's not giving up. Trying to get away. He zigged when he should have zagged there.
Yep.
The rest of RFS on the core.
Oh, King!
Him down is gonna finish him. Caleb oh wow. It happened so quick there with those web weavers as well. But yeah, it just, those shields, they could not burn through them. They were a little split there. You did see King up top trying to get into the back line to do some damage.
Well, and the Mighty Gust was great. It pushed both Zagara and Raynor way out of position. And I was like, oh, this is where they turn it around.
Right.
They're going to get both of those kills, and then they can turn around 5v3 and wipe up probably 1 or 2 more. That's going to be great for them. But Raynor would just not die.
Right, he wouldn't. Just too many shields, and then the HOTS as well. And we thought Hammy was going to go down there. We thought he was in a bad position, but he put up that. He got someone in the maw, and it was enough to just give him that little extra time for everyone else on his team to lay down the damage. And really, that was where it ended.
Yep. I mean, he still went down, yeah, of course. But, if I go down, if one person on my team goes down and 4 people on the other team go down, I'm going to consider that a win.
Mm-hmm.
So, they can't really be that upset with that play there. It was a great ending to that game.
Definitely. Congrats to RFS. Good game, Cynics. And let's see. So RFS moves on to the finals.
Yep, and we're waiting on information on the other teams. Let's see how their game is going. It's either going to be Team Nom or THC in the finals. We haven't seen Team Nom play. We have seen THC play, and they played rather well today. So that is bound to be an interesting match as well.
Well, I just can't get over that. The Malfurion Tassadar, that was
It was really well. It was really well done.
Yeah, fun to watch, fun to see, when you build that shield build on Tassadar, how big those shields are when it comes to the team fights. Just everybody going in pre-rolled with shields all over them. Little bubbles that you have to break through before you can start to do damage to anybody.
Yeah, it's always kind of worrying when the enemy team comes in and you can just see shields just all around them.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad enough that Malfurion can get Storm Shield at level 20, but Storm Shield with a Tassadar shielding everyone up, you're never gonna kill anyone.
Yeah, and it was almost like it negated Kael'thas to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Because it was just the damage that would get done from Living Bomb.
It would take out the
negated
shields,
by that shield, right?
That's it.
Yep.
It never went further than, oh, I got their shields down, guys. Well, yeah, that's not really helpful.
Yep.
So, congrats. You made it an even team fight, assuming they were never attacking us, but they were. So, not really helpful. I mean, of course, any damage is helpful at that point, but man, that was strong. It was an excellent thought on their part to say, hey, you know what? We should pick up Tassadar and Malfurion. It'll be great.
Ethics in chat. The Sleepy Bear chase there at the end.
Yeah.
See, he just wasn't going to give up. He wanted him. He wanted King. He was not going to let him
I
get
went
away.
ahead and just followed that because we knew how the core fight was going to go. It was going to go poorly for the core. But I really wanted to know if Sleepy Bear was going to get him or not. So yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed that because I sure did.
Relentless.
It just why not give up? Why give up? Like my team can handle this. They're fighting one person over there in a core. They got this.
Yep.
I'll just chase this thrall around for a little bit and see what happens. I am kind of glad he got him right before the game ended, because
So that we can see it.
well, that, and you ever play in a game where you're like, the game is ending, but the enemy team is still fighting, and you're just trying to get that one kill. It's like, this guy, let's get this guy,
Yeah.
and you get him right before the game ends.
Yeah.
It is the feeling you get there is amazing, and I'm glad he got that.
All right, so we are waiting to find the result of the last game. I think that we will take a quick break
Yes, please.
until that starts, and it's going to be RFS, and then whoever wins between THC and Team Nom. So we will come back when that game is ready.
Yep. Until then, go get something to drink and go take a bathroom break, because that's what we're gonna do, I'm sure. All right, we'll be back soon, guys.
About what fate throws before me. Reporting for duty, sir. What's your name, son? Robert Blake Carmine. You're a killer, son. Robert Blake Carmine. You're here now, son. Boy, get your head down. Boy, get your head down. Boy, get your head down. On a cold and cruel morning, under a burning sky, my brother Ram took a bullet to the head, never even got to say goodbye. The very next year, as the battle raged, got a letter from my brother Ben, signed by a Sergeant Phoenix. I knew I'd never see him again. No, but we won't stop because we're brothers in blood now. We'll meet again now at the end of the line. Try not to think about what fate throws before me. Reporting for duty, sir. What's your name, son? Private Clay Carmine. You're a killer, son. Private Clay Carmine. You're a gear now, son. Oh yeah. Now the cities are laid to ruin, and we fight on through the years. No end in sight, no light of hope, man. Don't it just grind your gears? But we won't stop because we're brothers in blood now. We'll meet again now at the end of the line. Try not to think about what fate throws before me. Reporting for duty, sir. What's your name, son? Private Clay Carmine. Private Clay Carmine. You're here now, son. Private Clay Carmine. Just grind your gears now. Private Clay Carmine. Just grind your gears now. You're here now, son. Back in your hole. Boy, get your head down. Get your head down. Boy, get your head down. Get your head down. Boy, get your head down. You a kid now, son. Boy, get your head down. Get your head down. Boy, get your head down. Get your head down. Boy, get your head down. You're a kid now, son. Riddle me this now and riddle me that. To Does anyone really know the mind of the bat? I live in the shadows, I work in the shade. I cape in a mask, a lonely keeper's crusade. Can you tell me I'm not insane? Sometimes I get this feeling about the law I'm dealing. Am I letting my reason wane? Have I been forsaken on this path I've taken? Check my head, I guess the joke's on me. Whoa, I'm not laughing at the irony. Oh no. So riddle me this now and riddle me that. Does anyone really know the mind of the bat? So riddle me this now and riddle me that. Does anyone really know the mind of the bat? Wherever you're going, whatever you do, I'm out in the dark, keeping watch over you. So poison the ivy with your crocodile tears. We're climbing the vines to the heart of your fears. Can you tell me, has something changed? The rewards are zero, cause I ain't no hero. Do you know it when you go strange? Is your taunting true? Am I as crazy as you? Check my head, I guess the joke's on me. Whoa, I'm not laughing at the irony. Oh no. Look to the sky at night. I scan the highest heights. Look to the sky at night. I scan the highest heights. So riddle me this now and riddle me that. Does anyone really know the mind of the bat? So riddle me this now and riddle me that. Does anyone really know the mind of the bat? Check my head, I guess the joke's on me. Oh, I'm not laughing at the irony. Oh no. Check my head, the sky at night. On me, I scan the highest heights. I'm not to the sky at night. I scan the highest heights. So riddle me this now and riddle me that. Does anyone really know the mind of the bat? So riddle me this now and riddle me that. Does anyone really know the mind of the bat? Close my weary eyes under choking clouds of ash and darkest dust. The silver kiss of sleep is lost. I can feel these broken cogs begin to rust. But when the end finally comes, I won't despair. I'll just keep on hoping I might see you there. Try to keep a blank page, but these memories, they flood my mind with grief. Faces lost forever, and the guilt of feeling some kind of relief. But when the end finally comes, comes, I won't despair. I'll just keep on hoping I might see you there. Maria, 10 long years I can see your ghost. 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 And as this wall of twisted metal falls, I can hear the demons tearing down the walls. In the face of so much hate and cruelty, in my mind's eye, my angel's all I see. When the end finally comes, I won't despair. I'll just keep on hoping I might see you there. Maria, see your ghost. 10 long years I can see your ghost. 10 long years I can see your ghost. 10 long years I can see your ghost.
I'm dead, he didn't pull his gun out. Weren't they supposed to patch this garbage?
Why won't they get rid of second chance? When I shoot some dude, he should not drop down and break dance. Why won't they get rid of second chance? You'll get fucking teabagged if I see you in that stance. Lock shot, automatic drop shot. What kind of shooter rewards you cause you got shot? Lock shot, automatic drop shot. What kind of shooter rewards you cause you got shot? Dealing with this bullshit since Call of Duty 4. It drove us nuts in MW2 and World at War. So if you see your teammate scrape his ass across the floor, just drop your balls into his face, belittle him some more. Why won't they get rid of second chance? When I shoot some dude, he should not drop down and break dance. Why won't they get rid of second chance? You'll get fucking teabagged if I see you in that stance. Block shot, automatic drop shot. What kind of shooter rewards you cause you got shot? Block shot, automatic drop shot. What kind of shooter rewards you cause you got shot? Now we all got so crazy when Black Ops hit the shelves. We went and got our hopes up, got way ahead of ourselves. Now every goddamn corner someone's crawling on that crack, leaving skid marks on the map. Straight arc, I want my money back. Why won't they get rid of second chance? When I shoot some dude, he should not drop down and break dance. Why won't they get rid of second chance? You'll get fucking teabagged if I see you in that stance. Block shot, automatic drop shot. What kind of shooter rewards you cause you got shot? Block shot, automatic drop shot. What kind of shooter rewards you cause you got shot?
Wow, dude, seriously? Weren't they supposed to patch this? And your boy just got block shot again. Look at this shit. I'm dead, he didn't pull his gun out. Weren't they supposed to patch this garbage?
So why won't they get rid of second chance? When I shoot some dude, he should not drop down and break dance. Why won't they get rid of second chance? You'll get fucking teabagged if I see you in that stance. Leaving skid marks on the mats. But I want my money.
Hey there, guys. Welcome back for the finals of our Season 2, Week 5 NexVerse tournament.
Hooray!
Hooray, indeed.
So we have RFS versus Team Nom, who we haven't seen yet today, and I haven't seen it all. So it's going to be interesting since we're pretty familiar with RFS now and who they are and what they like to do. So it's kind of coming out of nowhere, Team Nom, and it'll be interesting to see how it all goes down.
Yeah, I've been talking to Inverum during the break, and he said they tend to scrim a lot, and it's usually close. He's like, yeah, every now and then somebody will try a weird thing and get totally destroyed or win by a landslide, but he said normally it's a very close game. So he's excited to see what the different teams do, which makes me excited because if he's excited and he's the manager of one of these teams, it's going to be awesome.
Definitely. So the first round, this is a best of 3. The final is best of 3. The first round goes as normal. They will draft the map and then go through the draft as normal. The losing team for the second one gets to either pick the map or pick first
Hero
for the
drafts.
draft.
Yep.
Yes.
So they're drafting their map right now. We're down to Cursed Hollow, Sky Temple, Tomb of the Spider Queen, and Infernal Shrines. Kind of hoping for Infernal Shrines. It's still on there. Tomb of the Spider Queen just got banned. So let me show you guys what's going on here. There you go.
So it's between Curse and Infernal Shrines. I would like to see an Infernal Shrines.
Yes.
I like Infernal Shrines.
Come on, RFS. Come on, guys.
Curse is also, a lot of people like that map. I want some John Cena in my life. I'm not gonna lie. And so let's hope this Infernal Shrines gets picked. All right.
Oh, Curse Hollow.
Oh no. Okay, so no John Cena, but it'll kind of like there is a curse, so that is that. 3 tributes equal a curse, and we will see where this goes. So now they are going to start the draft proper. Do you think we're going to see a Zagara? Do you think we're going to see a Zagara ban? What's going to happen?
I doubt we see a Zagara ban. She's one of those heroes that's extremely powerful in the sense that she gives you a lot. Her kit is very good, but typically you want to ban out people like they just did, Kael'thas and Tyrande, and first pick Zagara. So
Like
RFS knows what they want.
Yep. Team Nom's going to pick up Murden. Solid pick there. He's going fast. This draft is...
Oh, yeah. These teams know exactly what they want, and they've played each other a lot.
Yeah.
So they may be seeing like a team comp that, hey, we know what they're doing. Let's do this. Or maybe the other team's trying to psych them out. Like, they're going to think we're doing this, but we're really going to do something else. But yeah, you're right. They are into the second bans already, and it's been all of 30 seconds. And Joanna just got banned. This is crazy.
So we see RFS also picked up Sylvanas and Falstead, so a lot of lane push there. I guess that's normal in Cursed Hollow. You want that.
It's such a big map. It's huge.
Yeah. Team Nom also picking up Raynor, and then they did ban Johanna. So up to RFS now to pick who they want to ban. What do you think is going to happen? Who do you think we're going to see?
I actually don't know. I don't know what the goal here is. I can't really see. Like, RFS has no front line at all and no healer. So they get rid of Uther? I understand not wanting the other team. They must be okay with a Rhaegar or a Kharazim.
Right, just not having the stun. Probably important. But yeah, interesting. We don't see a lot of Uther bans anymore.
Are you watching Twitch chat by chance?
No.
So Inverum is like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah, I see
Captain
that.
Cardone, what are you doing? We're the thing. Yeah, sorry, dude. There's like 2.5 minutes.
We found it. We promise.
We're here. We promise. I'm here.
So Team Nom is going to now pick up their support. They're going to pick Malfurion, and Jaina. I wonder if we're going to see the Tassadar
I
from them this time.
Okay,
Or if
Morales and
it's,
Leoric.
yeah,
I
which is big. Morales having that
Oh
healing
yeah.
beam on Leoric is big.
Well, and Morales with Stim Drone on Falstad.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
Mm-hmm.
That hurts a lot. Or Zagara, like the Envenom Spines at level 4, really hurts.
Oh, and Thrall getting picked again. A lot of Thrall today. And they probably didn't need Tassadar. RFS not having like a lot of pure damage heroes. Um, so probably able to get by with Malfurion, but they do have that stun now, um, which a
Yeah,
little bit more CC than RFS has.
yeah, that's true. Neither team really has a lot though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like Jaina can root people, and so can Malfurion. I mean, I guess they do. Team Nom has quite a few
Stormbolt,
there.
yeah,
Yeah. Now that I'm paying attention.
entangling roots.
Yeah, I guess just about everyone except Raynor, and Raynor can pick up a stun if he wants it.
Right. So we'll see how it goes out. Both teams looking pretty,
Pretty
though
solid.
by no means does RFS not have quite a few heroes there that can do a lot. We've seen Falstead work really great all night with that gust, push people back into damage. Zagara can do a lot of damage, and Sylvanas with that Wailing Arrow really able to shut down Team Nom there a little bit.
Oh yeah,
Um,
definitely. At least has the option of making sure that no heals are going out, no abilities are going out. I mean, Thrall, the only way he stays alive is if he's hitting things with his abilities.
Hint, hint. We might have stolen this from C9 today. Oh, and then we are getting invited. Oh, thanks for the invite.
You're welcome.
I always forget. I'm sure I
I'm
could
here to
just
help.
go to Percival's and join, but it is. So the game getting set up. Look at all those murky portraits that I see from Team Nom.
Yeah, that was a lot.
All right, so
Um,
this is the finals, best of 3. So this will not be the only game of these two teams going at it that you see. We do see Sleepy Bear on that Pirate Falstead and
There you
Hammy
go.
on the Sugar Plum Sylvanas. Look at all the skins here. Percival with the Leoric. What is the ice? I can't
It's the
remember.
Ice Giant Yota.
Yeah, ice. Yeah, that's who it is. Oh, but he changes it back. Maybe
Oh.
no. They were going for a color scheme. They were going blue and white there for a minute.
Yeah. Well, Zagara doesn't really have an option for that, so he decided to go green to help Zagara out.
Maybe they'll all ride the same mount, though.
Again, Zagara doesn't really have an option for that.
That's you're right. Doesn't really have an
There's
option.
there's not a lot of options when you're playing a Zagara character, which is fine because she's really good. So I understand it, but yeah, I kind of wish she could ride him out. I think it'd be hilarious to see her like trying to grab onto the side of a horse or something,
Is she just like
just like attached to the top. I think that'd be awesome.
or just like with ice skates on, or like skates with like
Something.
a horse in front of her? Yeah, that would
Yeah.
work too.
Give her something. Just make it a little silly, and we'll all be good to go.
Because we all love. I mean, that's the best part of Cho'Gall, right? Is that he
Yeah,
carries the horse.
that he carries
around.
his horse.
Yeah, that's the only reason to really play it.
Yep. I hate it when I
Alright.
pick a horse and my ally doesn't, and I'm like, what are you doing? Obviously, you don't know how to play Cho'Gall. I can't play with you. You don't know.
Definitely. All right, so the game is about to get started. We are on Curse Hollow, and it is the first game of 3 for the Week 5 finals. Let's see here. As when we load in, we will announce the teams, and I will start with RFS, I guess. And so we have Percival on Leoric, GS Needham on Sylvanas, Novus on Zagara, Sleepy Bear on Falstad, and Ethics on Lieutenant Morales.
On the other side, we have Kachi on Malfurion, Subnova on Thrall. We have Red Panda Love on Raynor, Zugrug on Jaina there, and Wrath playing. Who is he playing? Is that Mirrodin? Looks like Mirrodin.
Yes.
They're all jumped. All I'm seeing is red bars just stacked on top of each other.
Who doesn't love red pandas, though? They are the cutest animal ever. Hands down.
I'm not sure I want any red panda love, though. Wow, they're just going straight for this tower. Just not a care in the world. Wow.
Both teams, just
Both
the same
teams.
thing. Yeah, trying to get as much down as they can. Wrath taking some damage, but it looks like...
RFS is a little behind in the taking down the wall portion of this game.
Which you'd think they wouldn't be, because they do have both the... Oh, no, yeah. I guess they are a little behind. And you'd think that they wouldn't, because they have the Sylvanas, and they do have the Disable, so they just aren't taking as much damage.
Yeah, I mean, it's still pretty slow. They, the other team has a lot more burst. I mean, Jaina by herself, Jaina and Raynor destroying walls is crazy.
So looking at the talents here that everyone took, we see reanimation on Leoric, so he's going to be getting those globes. What else? Oh, increasing updraft by Sleepy Bear, so he's taking the increased range on Barrel Roll just to give himself a little bit more room to get away, and feedback loop for Morales, so that he does that the mana returned when Safeguard is expired.
Which is great. Like we were saying previously, Morales players really need that. Like it's a mana intensive class if you're not paying attention, or hero rather.
Zelgrog on Jaina also taking Conjurer's Pursuit, giving himself some more mana. Oh, Hammy and Ethics in a little bit of trouble here down in the bottom lane. Sleepy Bear as well. Let's see.
Yeah, Ethics down there able to keep them both up though. I'd like to point out the top lane, Novus is still pushing in on this keep here. Kachi is trying to keep up, trying to push him back, but it is not working. Yeah,
and he does have Moonburn, so he does get the increased damage to minions and mercenaries. But it's really hard to just, play against Zagara. You have Hydralisk coming at you all the time. It's really hard to do the damage to kill it, so having to back off a little bit there as well. A little bit of an early siege camping taken right now by Team Nom.
I mean, they can afford to. They have the people they need laning, but RFS is also taking it. Needham and Ethics is working on theirs as well.
Yeah, obviously both teams, like you said, know each other a little bit. They scrim a lot, so they are kind of aware of the momentum and different things that they do at different times.
Exactly, and they're both really good. They know the timings of this map. They both took their siege camps right before this one spawned. Unfortunately, RFS is going to end up in a better position simply because it's right down here by their siege camp is right down here by the tribute.
Team Nom, you mean?
No, I mean RFS.
Okay.
The siege camp is going to die much faster.
Right, okay.
So they're not going to get as much done with it. But Zagara just went down, so I could be wrong here.
Right, and it looks like Nom having a little bit of the advantage here at the tribute. And Tangling Roots going down, misses everyone. Kachi trying to get away, but he can't. Zelgrug now taking damage. Percival is going to chase him out. And Sleepy Bear going to try and cap this. Blizzard goes down, but he just moves a little bit.
I'm not sure if Zelgrug's getting out of there. Yep, he's good.
Almost, yep.
And the rest of the team shows up just to get Percival out of the line of fire there. And yeah, that's one tribute for RFS there.
Both teams really even on XP. Both hit,
Oh yes. Extremely close.
RFS hitting 7 just a tiny bit before Team Nom is about to.
Yeah,
looking at talents, we see Morales got the advanced block at 4. Hardened Bones being taken by Percival, just a little bit more damage reduction there when he's doing Wraith Walk.
It's so necessary. If you're getting low enough to where you need to Wraith Walk out of somewhere, you're in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Sleepy Bear and Red Panda duking it out there a little bit in the bottom lane. Again, another good RNG, a good RNG spawn for Team Nom this time.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty well set, except I guess RFS really quickly collapsed down here. Team Nom coming in from the top right though. Zugrug is able to could just pick this up. Haunting Wave will get him.
Yep.
There it is. Unfortunately, the cooldown on that is a little longer than you'd hope.
Blizzard going down, doing some damage, but only really on Percival. Hammy able to Wraithwalk away.
Just about everyone is low on Team Nom's side, and Red Panda Love is so low that he is now dead.
Yeah, Subnova went down a little bit too earlier, and looks like they're gonna have to back out and give up this tribute. Zogrug trying to get away, but Sleepy Bear relentless and just chasing him down, not letting him get away. Just that slow, crucial, giving the rest of the team, Novus as well, enough time to get up there and guarantee that kill.
Yeah, and Malfurion's even going pretty much a full heal build here. He's picked up the Rampant Growth and Enduring Growth, both excellent talents. If he picks up Life Seed at 13, he's going to be able to heal people extremely well. There's just so much damage on the other side. Ethics is kind of out of position here, but they're not really pushing to get him, so he'll be all right.
Yep, looks like RFS is about to get their heroic talents.
Also, they're about to get boss.
Yeah, I already see this. They're
With
gonna get
3
that.
of their squishiest characters. Just like, yeah, no, it's cool. It's no problem.
We do see that Morales took the cleanse, so maybe hoping to negate that entangling roots a little bit, able to cleanse whoever gets caught in that. Probably a good defensive pick there. They are going to get their boss.
Yeah, that's a 6.5 minute boss. That's going to do some work, especially since Tribute just spawned top.
Yep. Kachi getting caught.
He
They're
is in
barrel rolling in
trouble.
front of him and then gusting back. Red Panda Love as well with nowhere to go. We just saw them, rotate down from that boss. They are going to medevac now.
Excellent use of the medevac ability. I thought for sure they would take Stim Drone. And an excellent landing. Most Moraleses don't know where to land on that. They'll try and land right on the objective, and typically all that means is that your team is walking out and dying.
Right. So RFS going to secure the first curse of the game, while Team Nom has to defend against this boss in the bottom lane. And in the meantime, RFS is going to get the top boss, steal that boss from Team Nom. But yeah, Medevac's so good on this map because you have the ability, if you're roaming as a team, and that's what they were doing, to everyone get in it. You can stay in lane a little bit longer and get some other work done before you have to head to that tribute.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great ability. And, they have Falstad, and I was like, oh, well, Falstad will do it. He'll be the one to fly up there and just kind of hold everyone off.
Entomb going down, but not really getting anybody. Hyperion as well, hoping to push them off back from this. The root for forever on Wrath, and he's taking so much damage, and he will go down. Red Panda Love also not taking tons of damage from Novus, just doing damage over that wall. The Wailing Arrow goes out as well, forcing Team Nom to back up a little bit.
I think they're going to lose this keep.
Yeah, Zelgrug trying to come around and do damage, but not able to. He's getting chased out. Oh, the Gust goes out, pushing them all back from it, and that is going to be enough to guarantee that keep. The boss still has so much damage. Red Panda coming back in.
And he is down.
That's not enough to save him. Oh, and that's...
Who was that? Oh, that's Falstad down.
Team Nom turning right now, though. Pushing up. The medevac comes back out to hopefully get the team to safety. And
they're out.
Able to get away, yeah.
Meanwhile, Boss is just beating up the core. He's not going to get any damage in, but that shield's getting awfully low.
It is, and they are going to have catapults pushing in that lane now, so a huge push right there for RFS.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the bottom keep also took some damage from just lane push, just regular old lane push.
So a good trade for RFS there.
Oh, yes. See, this is one of my favorite types of games. It looks like RFS is way in the lead, right? They have a lot more buildings. They have a keep down in the back line, but they're only one level ahead. They could lose that lead very fast.
Yeah, definitely. Team Nom not out of this yet.
RFS is doing a great job, though, of just painting the entire map blue, making sure that there's constant pressure on Team Nom, so that they are constantly having to deal with minions just walking in, or mercenary camps just walking into their base.
Those banelings getting rolled in there. And everybody just kind of sticking together here. not willing to be too crazy.
You know, except Sleepy Bear, who has decided that he's going to go off on his own.
Always crazy.
Yeah.
He did take Giant Killer, so hoping just to burst down those targets a little bit quicker.
Yeah, I mean, there's 3 people on Team Nom's side that have decent health pools. Nothing to scoff at. I mean, Muradin, of course, has a huge health pool, especially when he avatars. And Raynor and Thrall both have pretty high health pools,
the Entomb goes down, and Red Panda Love getting caught in it, but Percival taking tons of damage. Maul goes out, and it traps Malfurion. Kachi, though, popping Tranquility as he comes out of it, and nobody really going down there. Gust gets used as well.
So that's where Sleepy Bear was going. I was a little confused about why he was running away.
Oh, yeah. Wrath taking lots of...
Wow.
Wrath and Kachi both very low, but Red Panda Love and Subnova just chasing, not willing to give up. Subnova has a lot of health, so he's being a little...
Yeah, but all he's doing now is just healing Percival up.
Right. Yeah, and he did have a lot of health. I think he thought that he could get back there and finish off.
Meanwhile, though, there's a partial siege camp and catapults hitting Red Team core.
Yeah. Kachi's still very low.
So
Can't really take any
he did
damage.
take Life Seed, though,
Subnova
so that will
coming from
help.
behind, going on Hammy. Oh, Kachi able to avoid the Entomb, but not able to get away. Wrath taking a lot of damage. Yoko, Sleepy Bear coming in
Wow.
and is going to finish him off. And it looks like Team Nom is going to have to back off and give up that tribute.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't really need to lose 2 people for it. They don't lose a lot by not having that tribute, but they lose so much by losing 3 heroes now. And the blue team is going to take boss. RFS pretty much has boss in the bag, which means then they can fly top and pick up that other boss. It's only down for 30 more seconds.
Yep. That's about how long they'll get there, probably before it even is back up.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just saw there Hammy and Sleepy Bear chasing down, just chasing down Red Panda Love. They didn't want to let him get away. He did mount, but he couldn't escape them completely. Team Nom grabbing their siege cruisers to help defend this boss a little bit.
There's the medevac across the map. Oh, that is an excellent tribute spawn for them, too.
Yeah, great RNG for RFS there. It's always nice when that happens, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Right
I
where you
mean,
want it.
not when it's the enemy team, though.
It is only the second tribute, though, so there won't be a curse off this. A little bit of a break for Team Nom.
Yeah, but they have no way to come up here and do anything about it.
Yeah,
which means the next tribute, they have to team fight, and they have to do it well.
Yep, and they do have to defend against this boss as well. They cannot let it just walk straight to the core. Red Panda Love out really far, able to avoid the Entomb, though. Personalville's going to take some damage, and no one is going to get caught by that Entangling Roots.
Yeah. Luckily, Entomb is a very short cooldown, so Percival's going to have that up in another 40 seconds.
I thought Seaver was going to head in, but he's not going to.
It's still
Red
a little
Panda Love
dangerous for
taking
him.
some damage. Hydralisk doing work as well. We see Hyperion go down. Kachi taking some damage.
And then excellent use of
the Blizzard
that
going
heroic.
down, able to get Hammy. And the Maw as well.
I think
Nova
4 or
taking
5, 6 heroics were just popped.
Yeah, almost everything just got popped there. The only person going down, Hammy, they do have to defend against this boss, and quick, it's going to get to about 85%. Yeah. Everyone's healing
but
back up.
They have to go deal with this, but medevac is in play. The other team is going to be there, ready and waiting long before Team Nom gets there. They aren't even talent tiers, and they have a man up. So they should be able to take out Percival pretty quick, or at least run him off. Meanwhile, Medic is down.
Damage. Wow. And the Gust coming, but too late. Ethics will go down. Hammy is back up, but it looks like RFS, is going to get this tribute and push this bottom fort, hopefully to make up some ground.
Yeah, I mean, RFS didn't need that tribute. They could let Team Nom have it. So, not a big deal there with that loss. I mean, it's right now you lost your medic. That's a problem.
Right. They can't contest.
Yeah,
And
they can't fight.
Like you said, the even level still. They're both at 16. It looks Team Mom is actually going to hit 17 first.
It looks like it, yeah.
So very close.
Yep, there it is. Yeah, I mean, they did a great job of coming back after that last team fight where they were able to just pop all their heroics. Pop all their heroics and get so much done. Thrall had excellent positioning with his Sundering and just ensured that people were out of position, too close to the core, getting hit by that, getting hit by teammates. It was perfect.
So we do see this stun on Raynor Fort with Bullseye, Tenacious Roots, so a bigger entangling roots there, and Stone Form for Murden for the level 16 talents.
Yeah,
Just
it's,
a little
again,
bit of-
Stone Form's so good, so
Yep.
powerful.
Definitely. Just a little bit tankier. You have that heal for yourself, so he's able to take himself a little bit more. Oh no, Percival puts down the Entomb and Kachi pops Tranquility, but it's not enough to keep him alive. Wrath taking some damage now. Percival in the back.
Raynor
Maul
gets
goes
caught by
out
the
on
Maul.
Red Panda. Wrath
Another
having to
Sundering went
jump
out, but
away.
nothing.
Percival, though, is the one who's going to go down. Red Panda love chasing Hammy, trying to get away. Oh no, but Sleepy Bears comes down. The silence goes off.
Oh,
So
he's dead.
slow. Sleepy Bear, yeah, he just turned there and tried to do as much damage as he could, but he wasn't able to finish anyone off. Hammy going down to Wrath.
Subnova's going
Not
to get
able
out,
to-
but Wrath,
Oh, may not make it.
he might be in trouble.
Yeah, Nova's able to just pull him out of the mount with the Bane.
Oh, a
drop.
grenade!
Make it. Wow.
Excellent grenade throw there.
Yeah.
Met,
Huge play from Ethics.
Yeah, Morales there, just tossing that, like, this will probably hit him.
So
And it
far,
did.
too.
Perfect.
Such a far grenade. So they will lose this middle fort.
And if Tribute spawns soon, they're probably going to lose that as well.
Oh yeah, that was a huge play. Such a turnaround right there. Team Nom looking like they had a little bit of the momentum there when they took down Morales, but RFS just coming back and making them pay for staying down in that bottom lane for so long.
Yep. And after this, bottom boss is up, which means soon top boss will be up as well. If a team fight goes one way or another, whatever team wins is going to be able to get boss.
Right, Team Dom in a little bit of a hard situation right now. They don't have Wrath, so their tank is not there yet. So they just have to try and hold this off for as long as possible. And
It does not look like that's going to happen.
Around in the back, a gust goes out, pushing Kachi with that Tranquility out of the way.
Oh yeah, that Tranquility went off, and they just nope. You don't get to heal your allies. Get out of here. Perfect use of Gust.
And while they did get the tribute, but they lost Sleepy Panda and Percival there.
Yeah, they sure did. I'm not sure if pushing is really the way to go. I feel like boss would be a much more efficient use of their time. But I can understand, like, they do have to just defend. Their buildings are very low. There's so much they gotta do just to keep in the game that they can't really afford to go boss. But
Right.
the other team is, again, 3 squishies. Let's do this. No problems.
Yeah, but it looks like they are backing out. They do not see anyone on the map. Probably getting a little scared
concerned.
that they might show up. Yep. Wrath going to check anyways, though, just
And
to make sure that
they were right.
there.
Wrath, I
Yeah.
mean, most of the team was on their way.
Looks like they're going to get this top siege instead, but it looks like is Team Nom going to go for this boss?
I think so. Yep.
They do know that they're there. There was Zagara creep down, but they did kill it. But it looks like RFS may just go for their boss in the meantime.
Well, yeah, they also have that top lane all the way down, and they have an escape. Oh, they're not even going for boss.
No,
They
it
don't
looks
even
like
care.
they are going to medevac to the core. It's at 84% with a little bit of shield. Team Nom coming back, but it looks like they are just going to back out.
I think that was a play to say, hey, we're here, come get us. Just
Right,
to kind of
maybe-
put them out of position, make them think about what they're doing. Maybe stop them from getting boss because they have to fight them off. But it's a solid play. If they can get to core uncontested, they'll win.
Right. Team Mom maybe looking like they're going to get this boss here. No.
Yeah, I mean, they have no
I mean,
reason not to.
Right. They should. I mean, they have the time, and it will probably.
The other
get
boss is still
that
doing work,
core.
so yeah.
I mean, it's almost dead. It's about to drop down right now, but it's so quick. It's so late game. I mean, they're both at level 20. They both have their storm talents, so those bosses get eaten through really quickly. So we see both tanks with the storm talents getting Hardened Shield, hoping to get a little tankier. A lot of Bolt of the Storms being picked by both teams. Sylvanas, Dagard,
Oh, yeah.
Jaina, Thrall, and Malfurion, all with
I mean,
Bolt of the Storm.
most of those characters have no way to get anywhere.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it makes perfect sense. You would take Bolt.
Next is
Percival here
Victory.
could get caught out by Jaina, or Jaina could get caught out. No, just turn it around.
Ethics hiding his Storm talent, hasn't picked one yet. Probably going to pick one right before the next team fight.
Yeah, it's a smart move. I mean, Morales has a couple of good ones.
Oh, we do
So-
see. Never mind. He is going to pick it now. So he took Cadus Reactor. So extra mana and gains a shield that absorbs damage, which does stack. So a little bit tankier there for Morales to just making sure that he has enough to stay alive the whole thing, even when they do collapse on him.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of the must pick. Everyone says. I don't necessarily agree with that. Morales has a couple of good ones, but it's definitely a solid choice no matter what.
So Team Nom hoping to get this tribute. It will be the third. They can go the curse off of that. RFS clearing this middle lane, not wanting just to give up that fort for no reason.
Yeah, I think that they're just gonna let it go, which is fine. They're pretty much set. They're not really that concerned. Top lane is pushed pretty much all the way in, and they can deal with the other lanes pretty easily. So
Right. I mean, the bottom lane too is almost dead. Only the top does have catapults pushing in it.
I mean, it doesn't really matter when they're at 1 health.
Yeah, definitely.
They know they're gonna give up a fort here. They may give up this wall as well, but if they can hold them without them taking a keep, they're gonna be fine.
Entomb goes off, and the Tranquility of the Gust pushes Malfurion away so that he cannot heal. Maul goes out as well, able to get Zugrug. But both teams, no one going down. Tranquility enough to heal everybody back up to full, so they are going to be able to get this keep, it looks like.
Yep, yeah, Wrath is gonna be able to bring it down. No problem, really.
Sundering
goes out.
Wrath coming in, trying to get, but missing the Stormbolt. Wrath taking huge amounts of damage, and he's, it just got out of the blizzard in time, but it doesn't matter. Oh,
I don't think he's gonna make it. Nope.
no, he's not.
And they're just
Hamilton
chasing.
down
Oh, here
here.
comes
Oh.
a gust. Oh, yeah.
No, Gust
he
already
has
got
it.
used. No, he already used it.
No, it says
Oh,
it's up.
back
It's only a
up.
40-second
There it is.
cooldown.
Yep, there it is.
He died for it, but he just guaranteed 2 more kills, so that's not a bad play.
But yeah, because I guess that was a really long engage. Oh, and they are going to go straight to the core now.
Yeah, I mean, is Malfurion really gonna stop him?
No, he's not.
He's gonna try. Like, he's gotta try, yeah, but there's not a lot he's gonna get done.
Yeah, Subnova just getting caught there a little bit, and that turning the fight. Root goes down again. Nova's taking some damage, but yeah, Kachi not able to defend against this. The core is at 65%.
I mean, they're just
Can
letting
you
him hit
just-
him. They don't
Yeah, they
care.
don't-
It
they
doesn't
don't
matter
care.
at this point.
So it looks like the first game is going to RFS.
Yeah, that's gonna be game 1. That was an excellent game.
That was, wow, yeah. So that gust coming into play so many times, you'd see the Entomb go down and they would catch somebody, and they would wait until the Tranquility got popped, and then as soon as that happened, he would just gust Malfurion away. So Kachi not able to stay and give those heals
Excellent use
as
of
much
that.
as he wanted to.
I mean,
Definitely.
The Malfurion's heal, his Tranquility, its range is good for an area, right? It does an area around him, but if he's not there, it doesn't matter what his range is.
Right,
So,
and dividing the team so that he can't get past that Entomb to get to the rest of the team to
yeah,
heal them.
exactly. And of course, Malfurion's Tranquility's biggest draw is that you can continue casting other things while you're healing up and giving mana. But if you're not there, again, you push him out. He's wasting his heroic. It has a 100-second cooldown. That is a long time. So it's got a 100-second cooldown, and then he's not able to cast his other spells that he would normally be casting to heal people up either. And that just means their team is just going without anything.
Yeah, we saw Team Nom be really aggressive right there. They had a little bit of advantage. They had gotten that keep down, and they looked like they were going to actually back out. But then they did turn, and Sundering went out. and this, they got caught a little bit. The rest of RFS able to kind of turn that, put the Entomb down, and get everything that they needed. And then also they couldn't get away. You saw that again. Hammy just flying over, getting in front of Jaina, and able to just stop them from escaping.
Yeah, I mean, he's using the Falstad's fly to great effect. And we've seen this all night. I don't think we've seen a Falstad yet that plays like like the Falstad of the bots. The bot Falstad that just flies behind and dies every time. But it has been amazing, the plays they've pulled off. They've jumped into enemy lines just to get a kill and survived. We've seen Falstads constantly jumping behind enemies and using their gust to push people back into their team. It's been
in
fantastic.
and out, everywhere, all the way across the map. Those gusts have just caught in it and can't do anything, get pushed where they want you to get pushed.
Oh yeah, it's been great on their part. They've done an excellent job of making sure those kills are taken. They've guaranteed those kills, and that's what they're for. Like, that's what that heroic ability does, and they have used it to excellent effect.
So we are moving on to game 2. Team Nom able to either pick the map or draft first. Going into this.
Yep, they get a pick. They can either pick the map or they can draft their heroes first. And I always wondered about this because, yeah, of course, people have some maps that they're just better at. But I always felt like you wanted to be able to pick your hero first.
Yeah, I could see that. Unless you know that the team that you're playing has maybe difficulties with the map, then it might come into play.
Right.
And these teams do play each other a lot. So if there is a map that they have statistically a higher win rate, winning against the other, you could see that come into play, that they may go that route.
Right. And of course, like, every team has maps that they're better at and maps that they're worse at. And I guess there are enough heroes now that odds are you're going to have 2 or 3 heroes that fit a role that you're looking for, that you're able to draft from, that the other team isn't going to have picked or banned. So which means you'll, like, maybe the map is more important. I don't know. I never see it because while the maps are all different, I don't have any maps that I feel like I'm worse on.
Right.
But if I had a team, maybe that would be different. So it looks like we're sorting out who is picking or who's picking what first, and then I think we'll be on. So hopefully that will get sorted out in just the next few minutes. So supposedly 2 days from now we're getting another hero.
Yes, Greymane, I believe, right?
Yes,
That's who is
that's
coming.
the word on the wire.
Who is pretty cool. He looks like a pretty good hero. I hear that he's either going to be really good or really bad.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Everyone's saying. Let's see here.
He has a weird toolkit, right? He's an assassin, and he has the health of an assassin. So he's not a high health character, but he's a ranged assassin when he's in his human form. Now, Greymane is also a worgen. He can transform into a werewolf-like form to deal damage in melee to his enemies. So the problem he has is when he's in his worgen form, as far as I can tell, he doesn't have a way to keep himself alive.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a huge problem for ranged characters in melee.
Right.
I mean,
there is that.
You never want your Sylvanas standing directly next to somebody, right? So
Right.
It's kind of the same thing. He's got the health pool of somebody like that, but has these melee abilities that he has to get in close to use.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the switching between the two forms is going to, like, really
Right.
make that hero. If you're really proficient at jumping back and forth, you're going to do better. But it's going to be interesting. So have they already drafted them?
I don't think so. I
All
think
right.
they're just setting up the game.
Let's see here.
But Cloud9 and the Bob Ross fan club are drafting, in case anyone's curious.
Yeah, it is 2-1 right now.
Is it? I'm going to watch their draft. Sorry.
I have a friend who's there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so he's sending me Facebook messages.
Um,
It's-
Jay Howe is there, isn't he?
he is there, I believe.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, he is.
I thought so. He's been putting stuff on Twitter about it. If you guys don't know, Jay Howe casted for us a couple of times and then got picked up for Heroes Rising. So he's in Go for Heroes as well. So he's out there. I don't even remember where it's being done at, but he's there.
It's Santa Ana.
Is it Santa Ana? I couldn't remember. I was like, it's a San something.
Yeah.
It starts with San. But
He did the non-main stage games yesterday, and then he did interviews today.
cool.
Yeah.
All right, we have our draft, so let's take a look at that. And we already have a ban. We have a Zagara ban immediately, followed by a Tyrande ban. Team Nom gets to pick theirs first, and they immediately go with Kael'thas. And I should show you guys this instead of tell you about it. My bad. Sorry.
So yeah, it looks like they are gonna deny RFS that Zagara. I mean, and on this map, that's a great idea. You don't want her on there. You don't want
yeah.
the vision. You don't want them to have her.
Well,
so,
and then RFS said, you know what? We don't want you to have vision either. Get rid of Tyrande.
yeah, and Tyrande's just it's good not to to ban her. It's good to ban her. We see her banned a lot just because her kit's so big, and she's such a playmaker. So we see the Raynor pick from RFS. Lots of Raynor again. Good hero damage. Able to burn down squishies like Kael'thas very quickly.
Oh yeah.
And we have Johanna as the tank, which, Johanna really good in this map. With her condemn, she can pull in all those minions, clear the lanes really quickly, especially when you're rotating between the lanes. You want to kill those minion waves quickly so that you can rotate to the next one.
Exactly, and especially since the whole mechanic of this game is, or of this map is, kill the minions, get their stuff, leave.
Mm-hmm. So Muradin getting picked up by Team Nom and Sylvanas, hoping to deny that hero as well to RFS. Kind of taking all the push out of the game.
Well, I mean, there's Asmodan.
Yeah, maybe we'll see an Asmodan. Lots of tombs today, but no Asmodan so far.
My first level 10 hero, Asmodan.
Wow. Thrall is going to be RFS's second ban, so we won't see him today, or in this match. We've seen him so much today that I'm all right with that. Let's get someone here that we haven't seen yet.
Right, exactly.
Like a Sergeant Hammer.
I'd be okay with that. I'm all right with that. I like Hammer. I'm not
Hammer's
great with her by
underrated.
any means.
Looks like the other ban for Team Nom is going to be Jaina, so keeping that other mage away from the other team.
We've seen this all night too. You pick up a mage, you ban the other one.
Yeah, you don't want to play against it because you have that a little bit that I wouldn't say advantage, but a little bit of having that big heavy hitting AoE damage character. So
Right. So they just picked up Tassadar, so I'm wondering if a Malfurion is following this.
Oh, it'll be interesting to see.
It's pretty much the same team that was used last time for that.
Right.
So.
And Tassadar really proficient in lane. You can leave him in lane by himself, and he can hold his own. And against a lot of people, you could put Tassadar against Sylvanas, and he can do well against her. He can keep her from really doing a lot of damage and pushing that lane. So you may see that as the counter there.
Yeah, we'll see what their next pick is. They're running out of time. They're now digging into their own time pool, but it's getting rather low too. So, and there it is. Called
There
it.
is the Malfurion. So again, those huge shields and huge healing that is possible with that combination. We saw it be pretty proficient at countering Kayle earlier. So we'll see how it goes this game.
And like you said, it pretty much shuts Kayle down.
Mm-hmm.
He's just done doing things with this kind of comp against him. If you go the shield build, obviously. If you don't, then it's not as big of a deal. But with that shield build, man, he just feels so bad. There's nothing he can do.
Right.
Alrighty. So, Sonya, it's an interesting pickup.
Yes, great hero. She does so because again, short lane distance between the lanes,
Right.
and able to just regen that health so quickly with Whirlwind, and so really having to limit the amount of times that you go back. And it looks like Team Mom is going to pick Uther as their support and their last pick.
Yeah, I like their team comp. It's pretty solid. They got a strong front line followed up by plenty of damage. Again, it depends on whether Kael'thas is able to get through those Tassadar shields to do any real damage. If not, they're going to be in trouble. But if he can, they're going to be fine, I think, depending on this last pick. Granted, I'm comparing a 5-hero team against a 4-hero team, so there's that.
I wonder. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're gonna pick someone to do some damage. Oh, there we go, and it is gonna be Vala. So yeah, I mean that's a lot of damage between Raynor and Vala. They can both sneak, do a lot of damage. Vala, I love Vala because she has there's so many ways that you can talent her. There's so many ways that you can tweak her depending on who you're playing, what map you're on. Her W, can clear lanes if they build it that way. Hungering Arrow is really good. You can go Strafe, you can go Rain of Vengeance, and probably Rain of Vengeance because they're going to want a little bit more of the stun, probably.
Yeah. The problem with Rain of Vengeance is this. It's such a small area. It's
Right.
so tiny. You have to hit dead on.
Right.
Which, with the other team having 3 melee characters, you're probably going to hit at least 1 or 2 of them. And if you're lucky, you might hit somebody in the back line as well. So, yeah, we'll see how that works for them. It could work out really well, or it could work out extremely poorly. So, we'll see.
Yeah, Team Nom having a little bit more CC on their side. They have Kael'thas, so they have
Yep.
Gravity Lapse, they have the Stormbolt from Murden, and then they do have Uther Stun, they have Essential Spear, so you can get to them a little quicker. So Team Nom does have that going for them in the draft. And they did deny Zagara, so that's kind of a big thing. RFS using Zagara very proficiently all night.
Oh, yes.
Today. But,
Yeah, I mean, it's one of their favorite heroes, obviously.
Right. But like you're saying, Tastar Malfurion, huge amount of shields and healing that they have to get through. And so that's going to be the challenge that Team Nom faces, is just being able to get through those shields of Tastar late game once he builds and really securing those kills on RFS. They need to, kill Raynor, kill Vala, kill Malfurion, get somebody.
Yeah, exactly. It's if they can pick somebody off right away, they're going to be 100% fine.
Oh. All right, so let's see here. We have on the blue team in the blue corner, we have RFS, and that is going to be Percival on Johanna, GS Needham on Vala, Novus on Tassadar, Sleepy Bear on Raynor, and Ethics on Malfurion.
On the other side, we have Kachi on Uther, Red Panda Love on Sylvanas, Subnova on KT, Zugrug playing Muradin, and Wrath playing Sonya. That's interesting. Zugrug played Jaina last game. I thought for sure they would just put Zugrug on the other mage.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess they are running the 2 warriors, so someone else needing to pick because Wrath was on Muradin last game.
Yep. Well, yeah, you got to try and move stuff around there, obviously. Wrath opting to go for Sonya instead of Malfurion there. Or
Yeah, a
not
little bit
Malfurion,
more of a
Muradin.
bruiser there. Condemn grabbing Red Panda Love and Wrath getting him in. Red Panda Love taking tons of damage. And then Zugrug having a dwarf toss out to get away from that. That last little, the living bomb just on Percival right there before he got away.
Yeah, hey, every little bit counts. Especially if you can
Definitely.
slow down their tank from getting to the next skirmish. That matters a lot.
I don't know if you saw right there, the Nova's putting the shield on Sleepy Bear right about as the living bomb was about to explode, so negating all that damage.
Yeah, and Novus has been excellent at doing that. We've seen him repeatedly saving people doing either shields or, other characters have other mechanics, obviously, but doing whatever mechanic he can to put it on somebody to save them from a fiery fate or, getting blown up or hit by something.
So we see Red Panda Love against Hammy down at the bottom. Hammy just kind of looks like he's biding his time. Has a little bit of the advantage there. Red Panda really low.
Yeah, at some point he must have, Hammy must have been able to really put some damage on Red Panda Love,
And, and
which is kind of surprising.
I mean, Vala can do that. You have, the multi-shot and then the Hungering Arrow. If they're by themselves and it just hits them 3 times, that's a lot of damage right there. But getting rotated on right there, has to vault away, and the Ancestral's Ancient Spear coming in.
Last second shield saves her life.
Oh,
Red Panda, though.
We thought he was going to get away.
Blinded by the light.
Not. Ethic's taking some damage, but Team
Nothing
Nom
he can't
able to mostly get away there. Yeah, such a quick rotation down. RFS was in the top lane there, and they came all the way down. And we almost see Team Nom responding to the rotations that RFS is making. RFS is moving, and then Team Nom is having to respond to that and follow them to the lane that they're going to make sure that they don't really get too much of an advantage in any lane.
Yeah, that kind of puts them on the back foot, though, which can be a huge problem in this game, just because morale is so important in Heroes of the Storm. It's easy to get caught in the idea that, we're behind, and then all of a sudden you start playing poorly, and that's a huge problem. But they got smart. Sylvanas is no longer in bottom. Wrath with Sonya's in bottom, and they can handle fighting Nidam on Vala, no problem.
Right.
Meanwhile, skirmish in the middle is going on. Nothing too bad. Nobody really getting hurt except for Percival. But shields are going to keep him up, no problem.
But Ion's can able just to make sure that they can always get away. It's really nice.
Oh, yes, definitely. Yeah, Johanna's still one of the best tanks. I mean, one thing I will say, the recent changes to this game have really helped tanks out, especially early game. They're a bit beefier. Like, ETC now is playable because he can survive getting one-shotted early game, and that's a good thing, I think.
Definitely. Looks like both teams trying to turn in here a little bit. RFS only 5 away from the first Web Weavers, but Team Nom not just giving it to them for free, making them, back out, showing their presence at each turn in so that they don't just get the free Web Weavers.
Yeah.
Flame Strike goes out, but only able to hit Johanna.
At this point, 4 minutes in, Web Weavers are kind of like boss. They're not really a huge deal. The mechanics on this map mean that the Web Weavers are much more efficient later if you can get a kill or two and then have them come out.
Zugrig sneaking in that turn in there. Novus not able to get the vision soon enough. Percival taking some damage now as well, but able to just shield it.
Yeah, Novus with those shields has been spot on, giving Ethics time to catch up, heal somebody, and keep them all healthy.
Yes.
Level 7 just reached by the blue
RFS.
team here. Yeah, RFS. I wanted to say a different team name, and I was like, that's not right, so I shouldn't say that. Glad I did it. It just didn't sound right.
With Team Nom quickly getting them also. So only about a half level, not even a half level of difference here. Let's see. Uther taking Cleanse, hoping to help out with that entangling roots a little bit.
Oh, yeah. And Tassadar did take the shield talent that lets him stay.
Yes.
So, excellent use of that. We've seen this used to great effect tonight, so...
Yeah, we're going to start seeing him to just putting those shields on whoever doesn't have one and whoever he's near, just to make sure that before every team fight and everybody has one, and just negate as much damage as possible in that first opening part of the engagement.
Yeah, it's a very smart plan, and it's obviously worked out pretty well for teams tonight, so can't argue with results.
Both teams here just, again, trying to turn in, but denying each other that ability. Stormbolt catching Percival, but he does go unstoppable, so he can get away. Sleepy Bear having to use the knockback to give himself some face there. Percival in the mix.
Wrath just goes down.
Wow, Wrath going down. Yeah, to Hammy. And
Hammy, Sleepy Bear, and
right?
Ethics.
Yep.
Yeah, so Ethics rooted him, and Hammy and Sleepy Bear just like deleted him
Finished
from the game.
him off.
Yep.
Wow. Oh wow! And it looks like
Go, Percival,
go!
go.
Percival,
Last
so
second
low.
shield,
Underground.
a heal.
Zelgrug. Wow.
And able to turn it around.
We thought Zelgrug was going to get in front of him.
Sleepy Bear.
Stop it. But he just
Not only did
wasn't-
they get Web Weavers, but they got Sonya before that fight, and then during that fight, Sylvanas as well. Excellent use of abilities to turn a fight around. Last second shields and heals. Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, and so low. We thought Sleepy Bear was getting low there, and he backed out, went down, finished off Wrath, and then Percival just taking so much damage. But then that last-minute shield from Nova is just enough to keep him alive.
Yeah, those shields are so powerful. They do an excellent job of keeping everybody at full health, especially when you have, again, especially when you have a damage over time, or a heal over time support character.
Yep, just enough to give enough time for that hot to heal them up, which is huge. It's really, really helpful. You know, just picks up that small area where Malfurion is lacking, really.
Right, yeah.
And just having so much more sustain, you know. And they do have 10 now. Let's see what everyone picks up. Tranquility, obviously Hyperion.
Hyperion's going out there, yeah. Force Wall as well.
Strafe, and the stun with Blessed Shield. They do need that a little bit. Team Nom. Oh, so close to getting 10.
Yeah, not quite yet, though.
Yeah, they're so close.
It's just sitting there. There it is.
Yep. So RFS able to push through and get that middle fort here.
They did, however, also get their Web Weavers, which will let them push back the lanes. The lanes are pretty even right now, actually, so it'll be nice for them to have, especially bottom where nobody is, that lane will just push to those walls.
So Team Nom, what do they have to do here? They need to make sure that they don't get any farther behind in experience. They need to stay even. We really saw the game got away from them last time once they started to get, you know, a little bit more behind in the experience. When they were even, it went a little bit better for them. Oh, here's the Force Wall go on. Zelgrug has to Dwarf Toss out. Entangling Roots goes down, but it's not, no one's there to finish up on it. We see a bunch of shields out as now as well. Nova's very low. Ethic's very low. Flame Strike doing a lot of damage.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Force Wall goes out again, though. Divine Shield getting used on Wrath, enough to keep him alive. But RFS just basically topped off now.
Yeah, I mean, they were able to fend off that fight, and it was a 5v4 and not in their favor. RFS did a great job of just stopping them from really getting anything done, while Vala was at bottom cleaning up the Web Weaver.
And I mean, Hammy with 22 coins on him. So
Yeah, he doesn't
almost-
want those.
No, yeah, and almost has enough for basically half of the next Weaver.
Well, if he turns in now, he has it.
Yes, he does. So they are probably going to make sure that he can't turn in, babysit this bottom turn in there. Subnova just trying to push him back even farther.
Yeah, Kachi has 31 coins, though, so both teams really wanting to get a turn in soon. Kachi's going for it in the bottom lane. KT's there to help protect him. Oh, he moved. He
Nova's
shouldn't
gone.
have.
He thought Nova was going to catch him with the Psionic.
Yep.
Oh, but that is enough to turn in. They are one short. Red Panda Love able
Oh,
to just...
oh.
so close. Wrath taking a lot of damage. Force Wall goes off on Percival, has to blow Unstoppable. Wrath taking a lot of damage. Phoenix goes down as well. And Percival able to finish him off. The silence goes out. Red Panda Love taking a lot of damage. Kachi able to get the heal off him. Gravelapse goes off, gets Percival, so they have enough time to get away. But the Entangling Roots goes down, and it looks like
That
Divine Shield.
That extra range is amazing on those
It's
Entangling
huge.
Roots. They just
Sure.
cannot kill anyone.
Yep.
Ninem has been low this entire fight. He's been below half health, often below a quarter health. But they
Kachi
just can't
getting
take him
caught.
down.
Oh wow, Kachi getting caught in the Entangling Roots, and the Force Wall goes down, and then not enough, and there's just all of them there, and his team doesn't come, you know, can't really come back and help him, and he's just trapped there, and he will go down as well. But he did get all those coins off him, so there is that. He didn't lose those 31 coins.
Yes, that's vitally important for their team there. But that's another Web Weavers for them. Also, probably Tuesday, I'm trying out this Tassadar Malfurion thing because this is amazing.
Just want to try it. It is. It is
I just want to play it to see like is it the build that is that good, or is it just like these players are so high level?
You know, Tassadar is a I would say a tier 1 hero.
Most people are going to disagree with you there.
Yeah, but he's just so good. He's so good anti-stealth.
Oh yeah. In the
Force
situations
Wall is
that
so
he's
good.
good at, he is the best. There is nothing better
Right.
than him.
It's hard to play him as a solo support. You need the right comp,
Right.
definitely. But he does a lot of damage. The shields are huge, and you can play him as a solo support as well. You can do
Oh, yeah, it's
depending on
doable.
against like double tanks. You could definitely do it. Hyperion goes down and clears the way. They are going to get this gate down. The
Yep.
silence going out. Percival with the condemn. Oh, Red Panda taking tons of damage.
Avatar being used, but he's still low. He
Hachi
needs
also taking
Tosin.
huge amounts of damage. Able to. Oh, wow.
He didn't want to
Going
get
back
rooted,
in.
but that meant he had to walk right back
Yep.
into it.
Zelgrug also very low. Gravity Lapse goes off on Ethics. Is it going to be enough? No! He is going to ice block it. The Force Wall goes out. So Nova trying to kill him, but it's not enough. And Zelgrug, the only one, is going to be able to get away from that team fight.
Yeah, there's just not really a lot he can do here. He might be able to jump in to get Novus, maybe need him if he takes a couple more shots. But he's really got to focus somebody and just hit them hard.
Sleepy Bear taking a lot of damage. Red Panda getting rooted, so he's not able to chase. Haunting Wave, though, maybe gonna go out. No, Zelgrug will go down. They chased a little bit too far, didn't have the backup to do anything about it. Kachi has him stunned to save Red Panda. Oh, but the Force Wall going out. Sleepy Bear getting caught on the wrong side of it, but doesn't matter. Red Panda is gonna go down. He's gonna try to get off that.
Ethics
the
is going
shield
down.
and the hots. The shield and the hot enough to make him get away. Oh, he's trying. He's trying to get away.
Nope.
But he will get speared and
Speared in the
Wrath
back.
goes up. Yep. So a little bit of a turn there. They stayed a little long, but you know, Team Nom down 2 levels. They're about to hit 15. They are down a talent.
They got 6 kills and only lost 2. That's
Mm-hmm.
pretty good.
Yes.
Is that great since they were ahead? Not really, but it's not really a loss either. So they can afford to do it.
We do see Percival here took Spell Shield, probably good against that
against the
Kill
KT?
Fox. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what else
Can't argue
here.
with that.
Rainer taking Giant Killer just to do some more of that damage. And let's see, at 13. And Hardened Focus being taken by Ethics at 16, so that he does get that faster cooldowns if he is above 80% health.
Yeah, and he has been for the most part. I mean, Tassadar, between himself and Tassadar, they've all been above 80% health.
Yeah, and with Malfurion, you're in the back. You are definitely a ranged support, so you have that ability just to
Especially
sit
with that
back.
level 4 talent that increases all of your abilities
Oh,
range
yeah.
by 30%.
His range is so far. The stun goes out. Phoenix going down as well. Zelgrug at about half health. They will use Phoenix so that they can get down this gate.
Yeah,
Percival
Phoenix
goes
not
for the
getting enough
condemn,
done, though.
Grabbing everybody. So much damage. Kachi able to get around that first wall, but Wrath going to take a huge amount of damage.
Zagrug, meanwhile, is in the back
Camp
line
just
trying to deal
following-
damage,
yep.
but nothing.
Oh, wow. Red Panda going down. Shield got used on Subnova. We saw Hammy just go in with that strafe, doing lots of damage.
Yeah, and that's the power of that ability. You're running away? Yeah, it's okay. I'll just keep putting arrows in your back.
Yeah. Let's see. Team Nom able to pick up their level 16 talents. We see Nerves of Steel from Sony, so a little bit tankier on her part, maybe help her live a little bit longer. It looks like Arvest is going to go try and get this boss. What other talents do we have? Kael'thas taking Backdraft instead of... Oh, well, I guess I should have known that he took Felon Fusion at 1, so we weren't going to see the shield from him.
Right.
But taking the slow on Living Bomb, maybe that'll help a little bit.
Well, I mean, that's been part of their problem is they haven't... Every time somebody gets low, they run to the back, get healed and shielded, and then they move forward again. So if they can slow them down and not let them get to the back to where they can get the shield and get the heal, maybe they can kill somebody. Maybe they can put Percival down and then just move into the rest of the team.
So this boss will be marching down top lane. There is no keep. It is already down. We've seen this twice now. The last game it happened too. Just concentrating on that top lane, getting it as far as they can so that the boss can just walk down it.
I'm not sure this boss is even going to get to core, though. Between Sonya and Sylvanas,
No, doesn't look like
It's
it.
pretty low.
So Phoenix getting put down, but no one really getting hit yet. Percival just electing to stand in it with those shields on.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter to him.
The
Flame
shields and
Strike
the
doing
heal
some damage.
and your own shields and healing, like,
Yeah.
Percival's not going down anytime soon.
Yeah, he just let that Phoenix hit him. Bird, what? Percival going in with the Condemn, able to get Kashi, having used Divine Shield on himself, and the Force Wall goes out. Tammy's gonna blow
Lots of
straight,
heroics
tons of
being
damage.
used here.
Raph getting a little bit of field, but he is gonna get in the Tangling Roots, and is he gonna get away? No, he's not gonna be able to get away. Force Wall goes out, gets Zelgrug, but he will Dwarf Toss over it. In the meantime, Kael'thas going down to Percival and Sleepy Bear, though, and it looks like they are gonna get this keep, and it looks like they, I mean, this
They're just gonna
could
push
be
core.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zelgrug's going in, trying to do something, has to leap out.
I mean,
The
they're
Force
not.
Wall
They
goes
don't have
down.
enough health to fight this off. Kachi is trying to, but what can he do?
Yeah, the sun goes down, but nothing to really to follow up on it. Sylvanas is going to go down too. Zelgrug tries to jump away, but he can't. And the core is at 60%, and this is going to be it. RFS is going to win the second game.
Yeah.
That is going to be it. They are going to be our champions for the night.
Which explains why they were champions of our first season.
Yes. Great team. The Snowmans come out, and that is the end. RFS is going to take Team Nom for the Week 5 finals.
Yeah, excellent plays on both sides, though.
Definitely. It was so close so many times. Team Nom got so close to taking someone down. And just that shield, just the hot being put on them, and then the shield enough to give that hot enough time to get through its duration and heal up whoever it was on. But yeah, Team Nom so close on a couple of those team fights of really turning around, getting the momentum back, and making a push. But RFS were unrelentless, chasing down people. I do not know how many people Sleepy Bear chased down tonight.
Oh, plenty.
He was not letting anybody get away.
He
That
doesn't
was-
want to.
oh, no, he doesn't.
He doesn't want. I mean, he was Marshall Rayner that game too. So, I mean, I can't let you leave. That's not right. Halt! You're under arrest. What are you doing? You can't leave. Get back here. So, yeah, excellent plays on both sides. Congratulations to. Wow. I want to say RCS, and I know that's not right.
RFS.
Look, it's not my fault that they named.
It's close. It's a close acronym.
It's so close. I'm gonna complain to Inverum.
There you go. Yeah, but yes, congrats to RFS, our Week 5 winners. Great showing by Team Nom, a team out of nowhere. We haven't seen them before, and them coming out and doing really, really good, getting to the finals this week. So hopefully they come back and maybe duke it out for a rematch at another time.
Yeah, we'll be back next week with another tournament. So if you guys are interested, if you want to join up, if you have a team, you're welcome to sign up. We can put the sign up in the chat for you. If you don't have a team, we also have a free players section. You can sign up in there. And if we have enough players in the free player section, we'll lump you guys into a team and be like, hey, go play, have fun. Or if other teams are like, hey, we're missing somebody, we need a free player, you can join them for the evening as well, to play, to get involved in the tournament and get your hands a little dirty in the amateur scene.
Right, and it's fun. It's, if you've never done it before, it's definitely something that's fun to do. You never know who you're going to get put up with. You may have never played together and you get through to a couple rounds, and it's just something fun to do, and there's no reason not to. You got a couple hours on Sunday. Come join the fun.
Yeah, we'd love to see you in here. We want to cast more awesome games like that. So we hope to see you guys next week. And I feel like I'm missing something that I should say. I should probably tell you what our website is. That would be good. It's RandomCS.com. If you want to check out what we're doing, you can go there. Lots of information on there. Of course, the signups are through Battlefy. And that, hopefully, JD, you can put in the chat there for me. Thanks. Actually, I think I have that link somewhere. Hold on. Here it is. Royal put it in another chat. Here you go. Here's that link to get involved, get signed up.
Yep, there you go.
Alrighty, I think that's all for us tonight. Do you have anything left to say, May?
Nope, I think that's it. Really great games from everybody. It's always super fun.
Oh, yeah.
to watch these and cast these. And hopefully we see everybody back next week.
Yep. So until then, go play more games and have some fun. See ya.
Bye.
back. Leave his skid marks on the mess. Run, I want my money back. Hello. I've got brains to burn, no ordinary AI in this ball. Every culture and philosophy, I've read up on them all. I've been living in your shadow for 99999, keeping tabs on every machination and production line. So don't call me a moron, I'm super astute. There is no conundrum that my core cannot compute. No, don't call me a moron, you fostered balloon. My IQ's the infinite space from here to the moon. My IQ's the infinite space from here to the moon. My IQ's the infinite space from here to the moon. I have studied Machiavelli, Aristotle, Gabe and Plato, yet you still equate my intellect to that of a potato. This place would fall apart without my ever watchful eye. They might tell you I'm a half-wit, it's a great big bloody lie. So don't call me a moron, I'm super astute. There is no conundrum that my core cannot compute. No, don't call me a moron, you fostered balloon. My IQ's the infinite space from here to the moon. My IQ's the infinite space from here to the moon. My IQ's the infinite space from here to the moon. My IQ's the infinite space from here to the moon. I know my way around here, every catwalk, every cave. And since you're dead, I've quite appreciated not being your slave. Maybe someday I might get to taste the big time for a change. There's so much I do for science here, so much I'd rearrange. So don't call me a moron, I'm super astute. There is no conundrum that my core cannot compute. No, don't call me a moron, you fostered balloon. My IQ's the infinite space from here to the moon. My IQ's the infinite space from here to the moon. My IQ's the infinite space from here to the moon. My IQ's the infinite space from here to the moon. My IQ's the infinite space from here to the moon. My IQ's the infinite space from here to the moon.